Are you ready?
Do you like just pure action? How about pure speed? Well, you've come to the right place. You're watching the Liqui Moly Pro Watercross National Tour.
Liqui Moly has been #1 in Germany for the past 10 years in motor oils and additives. We're super excited to bring the marine range now in North America. All that experience in the performance and the racing industry translated into the marine world couldn't be a better combination. Are you scared of using your warranty? Well, you shouldn't. Liqui Moly Marine product has all the approvals from the National Marine Manufacturers Association, FCW, TCW3, and also API specs. Please refer to your owner's manual for right viscosity. Use the best to maintain your passion.
Florida. It's so good to see you again.
I'm an explorer who happens to be a conquistador.
You're not from around here, are you?
Well, that depends. You call this a flag?
Whoa, whoa, hey, man.
This is a flag.
Oh, on a boat?
Yes, of course. How else?
That's not regulation golf attire. I didn't see it in the pro shop.
Viva San Augustine!
Hey!
Viva Pontevedra!
Yeah.
I like these.
You're 9? No.
Nice castle! But you're going to need a moat.
Well, I'm 493.
You're also going to need loopholes in the towers to protect the oblique right angles.
I'm very, very fascinated by this ice cream. It's delicious. When you get it up to about 2,000 degrees, can be worked like clay.
Hey, who's the new guy? Oh, he's really good. Yeah.
You ever get it all?
Let's keep it under the water.
Yeah. You dare go on me?
Gosh! No, that's a really shiny, sharp sword.
Senorita, please, that tickles.
Oh, 2 against 1. That's fine with me.
Actually, the last time I was at the beach, my boyfriend takes me there whenever we want to be like fancy and go on long walks and stuff.
Aha! Oh, gracias, senorita. Hasta luego. I have to admit, a man in my profession could get used to this.
But he's not my boyfriend anymore. Now he's my fiance because he went to the beach last time and he asked me to marry him, and I was like, ah!
Nice boat.
Our history is not the same old story. There's always something new to discover here on Florida's historic coast.
Now, following in his father's footsteps, he's racing. He raced that IROC class, and then he's moved up. Now he's doing the runabout class, and he's got a HX out here in this sports stock class. So, Torrey Snyder really getting into the swing of things here and starting to make a name for himself in pro watercross. And, of course, Christian Daly, as I mentioned, our Moto 1 winner yesterday, blazing fast on that HX. Hayden Skellett had a second in the first moto yesterday. And Matt Johnson, number 99, on the C2HX, picked up a third in moto number 1. Hayden Skellett, his sister Taylor Skellett, very composed, next to each other on the starting line. Very, very in control and composed, always down there on the line, it seems. They have so many starts, so many laps. And they just look like they're just, kicking back. Got their holders are dialed. No issues, no drama on the starting line for the Skelletts, that's for sure. Number 5 on the inside is Christian Daly. So keep an eye on that inside position, that HX Sea-Doo of Christian Daly, boat number 5, yesterday's winner. One of our riders got a little anxious, and they're going to get out. They got to get out, clear out the boat a little bit. These 2-strokes can load up a little bit on the line. They want to clear out the motor so they're running clean. Once they sit in idle on the starting line for too long, they can start to load up a little bit and not run real cleanly. And you certainly want to have everything going for you off the starting line. Pro Watercross, the start's so critical. If you don't get a good start, you've got a tough road to hoe ahead of you. Conversely, a good start puts you in a great position for a finish. So here we go. Ooh. Daly on the inside with a great jump, but I'm not sure he's going to get the whole shot here in moto number 2. Nope. Oh, looks like Farthing out in front. Believe that's Devin Farthing leading the way around the inside split.
Deja vu all over again.
And believe that's Hayden Skellett on the outside split. We'll check that as they come around, as a little tough to see with that sun still backing him. Down the front straightaway, the race leader, that is Farthing with his nemesis, Hayden Skellett, right behind him. 99 is yesterday's third place finisher, Matt Johnson, in third.
Yeah, we got Daly right there in third, actually, and Johnson in fourth.
Yep.
And I believe, as you called it, Rick, Hayden Skellett up there in that second position. Now, this is his spec boat, so this is the class this boat should be running in, and there's Hayden in second position. Remember, Hayden already got off twice today, and that can take its toll later on. Right now, though, man, look at Devin Farthing. He hit the go button, man, and he has been gone, but looks like Skellett maybe gained a half a boat length down that straight.
You know, hard to say.
Maybe.
Hard to say with those two. They are so evenly matched. They battle, week in and week out on the Pro Watercross Tour, and they are both just so talented on these blasters. But Farthing, with a great run on that inside split, stretched out that lead that time over Skellett.
Yeah, no question about it. And Dustin took a look. Devin took a look over his shoulder and saw how far back Hayden was. I'm sure he feels a little bit more comfortable. Now all he's got to do is concentrate on the buoys in front of him, not worrying about the rider right behind him. Sorry, I'm reading your pit there.
As we noted yesterday, keep an eye on boat number 5. He's back in fourth right now, I believe. That is Christian Daly, yesterday's winner. We got a long way to go, and it would be no surprise to see Daly work his way up with our leaders here.
Yeah, we've got him here in fourth right now,
Yes.
and he's starting to chase down. Who's that in third position?
We'll check as they come around. Too hard to see those numbers out on the back course right now.
Skellett coming off the outside. Devin Farthing on the inside.
Skellett goes down. Skellett off the boat. Oh, and that rider, that was Daly that just got around Skellett outside of him. Wow.
Good thing it wasn't later in the day or when the tide was out.
That's Sammy Niemi in second position behind Farthing.
That's who it is.
Number 13 is Niemi in there. So now he's got Daly coming up behind him on that HX. Farthing out, Farthing was out in front in the ski class earlier, a couple races ago, leading that, the amateur GP ski, and he went down, and Underhill took the win. And so we'll see if he can stay up in front on this one. Wouldn't be any surprise at all, but Christian Daly lurking back there in third place on that HX, and once he gets ahead of steam, watch out.
Yeah, and that HX really, that hull really lends itself to these conditions, especially later in the afternoon when it gets rougher. The rougher it gets, the better that HX hull works.
No question about it, Kurt. Yeah, this is a course really made for that HX. Big, fast, rough. Not as tight. The blasters really excel in the tight corners.
Look at Daly. You see him lean off the side of that boat to get out of the pump wash, trying to make a new move on Niemi. Is he going to go in? He is going to cut in and over the pump wash. He won't be able to make a pass right here. It's going to be up to Niemi to keep Daly behind him. This back straightaway could be telling, though, Rick.
Yeah, and we know how fast Sammy Niemi is on a blaster. And to see Daly come up and make ground on Niemi that fast is amazing. Now, Niemi has stretched it back out. Daly dropped back a little bit over that exchange on the left-hand side of the track. And out in front, Farthing just having a great run here early in moto number 2. Out in front, the young rider out of Ackworth, Georgia, Devin Farthing, putting down some hot laps here in St. Augustine.
And I see riders taking the inside. From when I left, nobody had.
I was just going to mention that to you. You know, yesterday it was all outside split. That was determined early that the outside was faster, and that was it. We rarely saw a rider use the inside. Well, the course marshals have tweaked things.
I can see it. They moved that orange buoy in, and that's tightened it up enough or reduced the distance enough that they can match the splits. That's awesome.
And that inside may be faster. I'm not sure. We saw Devin Farthing stretch his lead out by virtue of that inside split when Hayden took the outside. So maybe it's faster.
Maybe. Hayden up and running again. There's the
Talon coming by. Dustin Farthing, father giving his sons the wicked up sign.
So Matt Johnson was trying to make a move on Talon Farthing, and Talon was having none of it, and Johnson got pushed way wide. That cost him a few boat lengths right there. Hey, if you're gonna make the move, you gotta make it happen, right?
Don't hesitate, huh? Here comes our race leader down the front straightaway one more time, number 116. That's Devin Farthing out in front with a nice lead. The battle for second, though, is pretty hot.
Rick, I just saw the bottom of Sammy Nemi's boat. I am not kidding you. That kid put the rail in the water. That thing was at 90 degrees to perpendicular. Daly having a problem.
Yeah, Daly down, slowing back. Looks like he's got a problem with that HX.
You know what one of the biggest problems of that is? To get any air in there, if it's an exhaust leak, you got to pull the whole front end up, and it weighs like 70 pounds.
That's not happening.
That is not happening.
So Sammy Nemi now extends his lead over Daly in second. Yeah, you know, Nemi, Farthing, Skellett, you watch these young riders ride these blasters, and they do lay them over, man.
Oh,
they
man.
are just completely sideways, laid over, dragging a shoulder in the water, and it is pretty special to watch them ride.
Yeah, and all of the top young riders are doing that, whether it's Devin Farthing, Talon, definitely the Skellets, Christian Daly, of course.
Revan Harris.
Revan Harris is who I was trying to think of, the other really young rider that's done such a fantastic job out here.
Farthing down the front straightaway one more time out in front, and
Sammy Nemi right there.
Something happened because Nemi just tracked Farthing down.
Wow.
In less than a lap, he gained
half the distance.
A tremendous amount of distance on Devin.
Well, this is going to make it a lot more interesting.
Because we've got a few laps left to go. And Daly just nursing that HX around right now.
Devin on the back straightaway. Here comes Nemi. Sammy up over the middle of that boat, keeping it balanced. Boy, you can see the nose of that thing dipping every once in a while.
Absolutely.
Look out for those holes back there. They're starting to develop the further we get going into the race. Now, here we go, inside and outside. Farthing definitely had the lead going in. About 4 boat lengths at the decision buoy. And it's definitely faster this trip around because Hayden's, 14 boat lengths back now. He lost like 10 boat lengths there.
Sammy Nemi keeping the charge going, trying to put the pressure on Devin. He sees him. He's got him in his gun sights, but can't quite get up there to put the pressure. But now we've got lapped riders. We've got a rough
rider
track,
down.
Rider down out there. We've got a rough track, and let's see what happens here.
Oh, nice. That lapped rider saw Farthing coming, moved over, got out of the way. Let's see if he does the same for Nemi. He does. Looks over, getting out of his way. Nemi trying to keep that thing hooked up, but wow, Devin has really pulled out another lead.
Yeah, Devin definitely pulled it out coming into that back straightaway.
Hey, we need veterans running out box stock to the line. I see a couple of them here. Guys, be certain to have your holders there. You cannot float out onto the course. Mr. Van Asdale. Jerry.
White flag out, 1 lap to go for race leader number 116, Devin Farthing. And Sammy Nemi doing everything he can, but
well, he took the inside that time,
may not
Rick.
be enough.
He followed Devin to the inside.
He's got a lot of ground to make up on one lap here. And,
yeah, but we got four 4 lappers in front of him before they hit the finish line, I'd bet. And if it's going to take place, it's going to have to take place over here in the split course.
You are correct, sir.
And Farthing lost a little bit of that lead this trip through.
Well,
and Devin going to the inside. There's a couple of lapped riders there, but they're not going to be much of a challenge, I don't think. And,
no, I think he's got this one well in hand.
Yeah, and Sammy knows it's like got to use the inside.
And Kevin Scott brings up the checkered flag for the race winner.
Put your hands together for Devin Farthing, your wire-to-wire winner in Sports Stock.
All right, great ride that time, Devin Farthing. Nice job. As well as Sammy Niemi. Tough break for Christopher Landis with motor issues on that HX.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Hopefully it's just an exhaust problem, something they can fix easily and get it back out there.
All right, Veterans Runabout Box Stock, race 12 on the line.
Who we got there, Rick?
4 riders, number 6 out of Shrillsford, North Carolina, Bobby Wilkes.
And on the 122 out of Mooresville, North Carolina, Jerry Vanisdale.
714 out of Wellington, Florida, Domenico Barria.
And rounding out the field on the 999, Sean Ninesling.
Looks like we're ready to go.
Somebody's going down on that thing. I wanted to pull a table. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Watch that.
Nice. Put it all the way on it. I mean, all the weight. There you go. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Check, check.
Is that
1, 2,
Richard
1.
Ignacio? Maverick. The master of disaster.
Maverick.
Call the ball, Maverick. Call the ball. And we're calling Veterans Runabout Box Stock. Oh, we lost.
All right, 714, Domenico Barria. He has really picked up the pace here today on that Kawasaki Ultra as he leads this Veterans Runabout Box Stock, Moto number 2.
Wow.
And he had a rough day yesterday.
Hey, Barilla, yesterday, but today is a new day, Rick Lake.
Oh, my
Mr.
goodness.
Barilla, look at him. He's standing up, stretching out. He's like does he have a coffee cup holder on that thing?
Well, he is starting to get the feel for this.
You think? Wow.
Because he is looking like a different rider today than yesterday. And perhaps maybe they did some tweaks to that Ultra overnight to get a little more top end out of it. You know, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, well, a repitch or prop doesn't take that much, and
Yeah.
it really helps, especially go from lake water to salt water. You know, the difference is significant when you're talking about pump pressures.
Yeah, no question about it. And, you know, those ultras put out a lot of horsepower, no problem with that. But it's getting it all to the water and driving the watercraft forward is the key. And it looks like they've done a good job with that Kawasaki Ultra. And we haven't seen a Kawasaki Ultra out in front of anything in a long time. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah, and he's doing a good job of riding it. He's getting up off the seat when it's getting rough, sitting back down when it's not, setting the nose, getting a cornering hard. Oh, somebody going to take a joker buoy. Is that Nine Sling?
Sean Nine Sling in second place behind Barilla.
Nine Sling. What else would it be? 999.
Yeah, they got a good thing going there with their name, Nine Sling. That's pretty darn cool. But look at Barilla down that back straightaway. Barilla, rider for Alara Construction, Broward Motorsports, jet pilot, and microgermdefense.com. Okay.
Yeah, that couldn't be more current, could it?
I don't know what's going on there, but I like it.
Yeah. And Domenico really having a good ride today, or second good ride today. Cross flags out, halfway down, halfway to go. Domenico staying focused. You know, it's so easy to get lost and, you know, forget what you're doing if you don't have a whole lot of experience out there. And honestly, I don't know how much experience Mr. Barilla does, because we haven't seen him with our races before. But let's see, at his age, 51 years old, oldest rider in the class, and he's spanking the young guns.
But this is a veterans class, so the youngest rider is Vanisdale at 34, and Barilla's 41, Bobby Wilkes 49, a Nine Sling 47. So it's a pretty good matchup age-wise. You know, when I see Barilla come by, his boat number is 714. Well, 714 is a big Orange County area code, and it makes me think of, for some reason, he's from Orange County. I don't know why it should do that, but it just.
Well, you live there. It's on a Kawasaki out of Southern California.
Exactly. It's
or
like
Lincoln, Nebraska, but whichever way.
7-1 built in Lincoln, Nebraska, for sure.
Are they still all built there?
Assembled.
Yeah.
Obviously, the motors come from Japan, but the rest of it's manufactured.
Japan, that's near Nebraska, isn't it?
Fairly close by Concord. Barilla out in front, and believe Nine Sling didn't make up the buoy. Didn't take the joker buoy or whatever, makeup buoy on that last lap, unfortunately. But, boy, they have got that Barilla and that Ultra Kawasaki have really come together here today and have looks like a different rider and boat, frankly.
I don't think they switched riders. I just think he's getting used to
I
know.
know. It's the same rider. Checkered flag comes out. Barilla takes the win. No question about it. Just
well deserved too. Boy, he just left everybody.
He really did.
You know, except for Nine Sling. Let's give
was right there.
Yeah, give Sean some credit. He's stuck right with them. All right, what do we got up next? Amateur ski stock. Amateur ski stock. Who we got out there?
Let's see on the line, number 50 out of Denver, North Carolina, Charlie McGuinn.
On the double 5 out of Syracuse, Indiana. Who else but Jay Finlinson?
And number 99, also out of Syracuse, the Syracuse Mafia, Robbie Finlinson.
That's our lineup. Amateur ski stock. 1, 2, 3 riders on the line. Yes, in that box right behind you. Okay. I was just going to say we're not saying. Don't announce it when they're on the line. Oh, okay.
So Aaron, third moto. He's checking work.
So there is an error in the third moto numbering. So please go to the pit board and check.
Mr. Lake, with your superior eyes in that device, what do you call them, binoculars, can you tell me who's out front? I'm thinking it might be Robbie Finlayson, but I just can't see from here. And, man, do I know my Finlaysons. Robbie, followed by Jay, the younger brother, out front now. And Charlie McGuinn back there in that third position. He's behind Robbie and Jay. Both of these Finlaysons tearing up the track. They're sponsored by Ignite Performance, Ethanol, JBR Racing, and Watercross of Texas. All right, this is race 13, amateur ski stock on the water. Coming up next, veteran ski GP. Race 14. Our riders into the split course here. Robbie taking the outside. Making it work. But look out, Robbie. Older brother Jay is hunting you down. He took the inside, and he gained a couple of boat lengths. Robbie getting a little crazy there as the day is developing here. Off of the front straightaway, you got the double yellow rights and then the double orange lefts. And on the double orange lefts, there is a hole there at the entrance. You watch these riders, every once in a while you'll see somebody hit it, and they kind of drop out of sight and then come back up. That could be a factor later on today. And Robbie Finlayson doing a phenomenal job down the back straightaway. His brother Jay ripping after him, but he's got nothing for Robbie this morning. Robbie coming off the backside, making a decision on the split. Which way is he going to go, inside or outside? He chooses the inside, the outside. Fun, huh? It's even more fun with like 12.
Halfway sign is out. One. Well, not one. We got more than one lap. We got
one or 6 or 7 more laps.
One or 4. 1 or 4 laps to go.
Wow, our paperwork going crazy here. Let's grab one of those other something or another's. There we go. That's perfect. Thank you, Mr. Lake.
My pleasure, Mr. Nolenberg. All right.
Well, the Finlayson train continues. Robbie stretching his lead from brother Jay. Oh, there's going to be some talk going on in the pits. Oh, yes, there will.
Oh, it was so funny yesterday evening after the races as they were all loading up and taking off, and Pops Finlayson just said, you guys are going to give me a stroke.
Right?
These guys got to.
So funny.
These guys, he's got to manage these. Look at these wild yahoos out there on the track. You know, he's got his sons out there, and they are just charging all day long. And, you know, they were laughing. They were like, no, he's okay. Yeah. And he's like, oh, I can't take it, man.
He's like, please, take my children tonight, just for one night.
Oh, hey. And they were laughing. They were saying, oh, Dad's okay.
Yeah. Hey, sorry, Dad. I've got 6 of them and a buttload of grandchildren. You just take care of those kids.
I have a dog.
Yes, you do. And quite the dog it is.
I miss my puppy. Look at him.
Doug says, "Where are you, Daddy?"
Yeah, that's exactly right. You're not on in your chair on the patio.
Right. And our riders go through the split course once again.
Who we got down over there?
That's Charlie
is that
McGuinn
Charlie?
down. Yeah, Charlie's down over there. And boy, Robbie liking the outside, continues to lead. White flag out. 1 lap to go for Finlayson as we get ready for our veterans coming up.
You know, Charlie McGuinn's a really easy rider to spot on the track. He rides that bright red Superjet. He's the only one that's got that color ski.
Yeah.
It's like, Matthew Ritchuk with his helmet.
I was just going to say.
Charlie
yeah.
McGuinn with the red. The identifying marks for us. Everybody had their own look, and you didn't need a number.
No.
I didn't need a number because Sand on the X2,
Finlayson, and he won moto number 1 as well. So Robbie in the catbird seat going into the 3rd and final moto. The mullet. Oh, yeah, we're talking about our fantastic race director's mullet back in the day.
Oh,
it was
Robert
a
Sand.
mullet. It was glorious, though.
You may not know it now, but Robert Sand rocked some absolutely rock star hair back in the day, man.
Oh, no question.
Back in the 80s.
He and I have had some holding battles on the line.
Have you really?
Oh, yeah. My kid and Casey Malden was his number 1 rider. Casey, great guy, owns IPD Graphics.
IPD, yep. That's funny.
It was funny. It was so much fun.
Yeah, gosh.
I'll tell you what, if I had to do it all over again, I'd do it exactly the same way.
Oh, man.
But with more money. I don't know where I'd get it, but I'd do it with more money.
I would not change a thing. I just got so lucky, right place at the right time in the most bitchin' sport, and wow. Change a thing. In SoCal, man, in the 80s. And
I was there with CT.
A lot of memories. Long Beach Marine Stadium was the Mecca. Hoff's Hut was awesome. Oh, yeah. Golden Sails. You guys stay at the Golden. That was our spot. Everybody stayed at the Golden Sails, and we're talking about hundreds and hundreds of riders. And, boy, it was a scene. No. Veteran Ski GP on the line.
Yeah, I see Stephen Hayden up there. Yeah. Pete Nudgetall is there.
Now, how do you see those numbers? I see a 5. I see a
I've
7.
got X-ray vision. I'm looking right through the rider's spine.
Man, you got some good glasses, dude.
Yes, I do.
You got some X-ray specs. You got them out of comic books,
Well,
didn't you?
no, but they are prescription, Rick, which I'm telling you, you might want to think about it. No. And there they go.
That's why I use binoculars.
Yeah, well, you can see binoculars. I can't see a thing out of those things. Really? Yeah. I think that's Stephen Hayden with the hole shot. We'll check it as it comes around. Once again, folks, we do apologize, but early in the day, the sun bouncing off those jeans and quieting makes a difference.
You all right, Kurt?
Number yeah, Fields in second.
Department from yesterday. We have some sunglasses and we have some jewelry. So you lost jewelry or sunglasses or book or notebook, by the way.
Bring back up.
Please bring it up and identify the what you lost, and we might have it. So hopefully that you're here if you did lose your sunglasses or jewelry.
Be happy to return that product back to you.
Out in front, Steve Hayden, 36. Steve out of Florida, which we're heading
to Naples right now. The race to Naples, and this is the last event prior to Naples.
I'm already looking forward to the Watercross World Championship, Kurt.
Rick, it's like we have the same brain. I was just sitting here thinking, I'm looking forward to some of the European riders that are going to come over.
Yeah.
Liquimali wants to get some over here. What's the brand? Here's, oh, hallelujah. Right? Yeah. Well, what happy customer.
Yeah, right on. That makes me really feel good.
Yep.
Because I know how that's, you know.
Especially
prescription's the worst.
It's $400.
You're talking $100 in sunglasses.
Yeah, especially Oakland. Yeah.
There he goes. You can see again.
Oh, okay. All right, where we got out on there? Looks like Steven's still with the lead. Large and in charge.
So this is our last race before our break.
Is it? Are we taking a 20-minute break? Halfway flags are out. Nice. So
halfway to go here. Moto number 2, Veteran Ski GP. This is our last second moto. And then we will take a short lunch break. And then we will have our third and final round of motos here this afternoon. Oh, that was good to get those sunglasses back to that gentleman. I knew somebody was missing those. Now if we can just get a notebook up here. Boat number 5 coming down the front straightaway. That is Caleb Fields out of Statesville, North Carolina on the Champion Power Sports Kawasaki SXR 1500. And I want to encourage everybody to please check the pit board for any changes in numbering for motos number 3. You want to make sure you're dialed in for our third and final motos as we are on the last lap here for Veteran Ski GP. Caleb by 1. Flag. Number 36 with a very, very dominating victory in Moto number 2, as he did in Moto number 1. Stephen Hayden out of Naples, Florida, on the Kawasaki XR. Okay, as we wrap up this final moto, Moto number 2, again, we are going to take a little break, grab a bite to eat, and then we will conclude the event in a little while with our third round of motos.
And Rick Lake, we are going to have a guest up here. I mean, he's part of the crew, so he's not really a guest. But Paul Lair, our supreme ruler in the technical section, our tech inspector, he's going to come up and give us a little preview of Naples, Florida. The World Championships coming up. Of course, you and I have been there multiple times.
I, for one, am looking to hear from Paul about that.
Yeah, well, you know, there's so many. He's got a very difficult job. There's so many intricacies to the rules. And you know what he cares most about? Fairness.
Absolutely. This guy is meticulous about it, very conscientious. And
very learned.
Very conscientious and knows what he's doing and really cares about keeping everything fair for everyone involved.
Yeah. He reminds me of a gentleman you know, John Haveman. I remember when I was a novice and I didn't agree with a start call, I went up and talked to him. I said, John, you know, that wasn't right. I wasn't off the line. He says, you know what? You could be right. But it's definitely nothing personal because I don't care where you finish. I don't care who you are or where you finish. My job is to set up the race.
Well, that pretty much took care of that.
It did. It took care of it. I'm like, okay. It's up to me to make sure that I don't encourage anyone to think I'm jumping the line. All these years later, I still tell you,
you're still not happy about that call, are you?
Oh,
that is stuck. In your craw for how many years?
30. It was 1990. I remember.
Yeah, you never got over it.
Never. Well, it's not like, you know, I probably wasted 6 calories worth of effort thinking about it over the last 30 years.
All right, bringing our crew in off the water for a couple of minutes. Get our scores off the scoring stand. Oh, dude, that was a little aggressive. A little bit aggressive there.
Are you ready? Do you like just pure action? How about pure speed? Well, you've come to the right place. You're watching the Liqui Pro Watercross National Tour.
Liqui has been #1 in Germany for the past 10 years in motor oils and additives. We're super excited to bring the marine range now in North America. All that experience in the performance and the racing industry translated into the marine world couldn't be a better combination. Are you scared of using a warranty? Well, you shouldn't. Liqui Marine product has all the approvals from the National Marine Manufacturers Association, FCW, TCW3, and also API specs. Please refer to your owner's manual for right viscosity. Use the best to maintain your passion.
Florida. It's so good to see you again. I'm an explorer who happens to be a conquistador.
You're not from around here, are you?
Well, that depends. You call this a flag?
Whoa, whoa, hey, man.
This is a flag.
On a boat?
Yes, of course. How else?
That's not regulation golf attire. I didn't see it in the pro shop.
Viva San Augustine!
Hey!
Viva Ponte Vedra!
Yeah.
I like these. You're 9? No. Nice castle! But you're going to need a moat. Well, I'm 493. You're also going to need loopholes in the towers to protect the oblique right angles. I'm very, very fascinated by this ice cream. It's delicious. When you get it up to about 2,000 degrees, can be worked like clay.
Hey, who's the new guy? Oh, he's really good. Yeah.
You ever get it all?
Let's keep it under the water.
Yeah. You dare go on me?
Gosh! No, that's a really shiny sharp sword.
Senorita, please, that tickles. Oh, 2 against 1. That's fine with me.
Actually, the last time I was at the beach, my boyfriend takes me there whenever we want to be like fancy and go on long walks and stuff.
Aha! Oh, gracias, señorita. Hasta luego. I have to admit, a man in my profession could get used to this.
But he's not my boyfriend anymore. Now he's my fiance because he went to the beach last time and he asked me to marry him, and I was like, ah!
Nice boat.
Our history is not the same old story. There's always something new to discover here on Florida's historic coast.
You should see my Castillo.
Hey everyone, my name's Valentina Lescano. I'm here at Pro Watercross for our jet ski racing. We're sponsored by Liqui Moly. Thanks to them, we have our strong boats and we're able to podium. I've been racing for about 4 years now, and ever since I joined Liqui Moly, I'll never go back.
Broward Motorsports, South Florida's premier power sports dealer, with 4 locations: Davie, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and Tequesta. A huge selection of new and used motorcycles, UTVs, ATVs, boats, trailers, and personal watercraft. Log on, check out the selection, and request a quote. Broward Motorsports will not be undersold. The best staff in the industry are ready to serve you. We also feature a customizing department to build the machine of your dreams. At Broward Motorsports, you gotta ride.
When do meetings become memories? When history meets hospitality. When grand spaces meet great places. And the Gilded Age meets the golden hour. Here, time off meets timeless. While dining al fresco becomes dancing all night. And tea time turns into me time. This is where old world charm meets new wave moves. And just about every night, music transforms into magic. St. Augustine, Panama, Florida's historic coast, where meetings become memories. Visit us at myfloridameetings.com.
My name is Juan Liscano and I ride for Miami Jet Ski Shop. Miami Jet Ski Shop sticks to liquid moly, where we keep all our vehicles tip-top with the best in the industry. When it comes to performance or servicing, there's nothing better in the market than liquid moly.
So, you want open spaces, variety, excitement, just 5 minutes alone, relaxation, a tall glass. But you can't have it without big crowds, worry, plane rides, crying babies, crying adults. Until now. Your getaway isn't far away. St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra. Travel intra-nationally.
Are you ready? Do you like just pure action? How about pure speed? Well, you've come to the right place. You're watching the Liqui Moly Pro Watercross National Tour.
Liqui Moly has been #1 in Germany for the past 10 years in motor oils and additives. We're super excited to bring the marine range now in North America. All that experience in the performance and the racing industry translated into the marine world couldn't be a better combination. Are you scared of using your warranty? Well, you shouldn't. Liqui Moly Marine product has all the approvals from the National Marine Manufacturers Association, FCW, TCW3, and also API specs. Please refer to your owner's manual for ride viscosity. Use the best to maintain your passion.
Florida. It's so good to see you again. I'm an explorer who happens to be a conquistador.
You're not from around here, are you?
Well, that depends. You call this a flag?
Whoa, whoa, hey, man.
This is a flag.
Oh, on a boat?
Yes, of course. How else?
That's not regulation golf attire. I didn't see it in the pro shop.
Viva San Augustine!
Hey!
Viva Pontevedra!
Yeah.
I like these. You're 9? Oh, nice castle! But you're going to need a moat. Well, I'm 493. You're also going to need loopholes in the towers to protect the oblique right angles. I'm very, very fascinated by this ice cream. It's delicious. When you get it up to about 2,000 degrees, can be worked like clay.
Hey, who's the new guy? Oh, he's really good. Yeah.
Did we get it all?
Let's keep it under the water.
Yeah. You don't go on me!
No, that's a really shiny sharp sword.
Senorita, please, that tickles. Oh, 2 against 1, that's fine with me.
Actually, the last time I was at the beach, my boyfriend takes me there whenever we want to be like fancy and go on long walks and stuff.
Aha! Oh, gracias, senorita. Hasta luego. I have to admit, a man in my profession could get used to this.
But he's not my boyfriend anymore. Now he's my fiance because he went to the beach last time and he asked me to marry him and I was like, ah!
Nice boat.
Our history is not the same old story. There's always something new to discover here on Florida's historic coast.
You should see my Castillo.
Hey everyone, my name's Valentina Lescano. I'm here at Pro Watercross for our jet ski racing. We're sponsored by Liquid Moly. Thanks to them, we have our strong boats and we're able to podium. I've been racing for about 4 years now, and ever since I joined Liquid Moly, I'll never go back.
Broward Motorsports, South Florida's premier power sports dealer, with 4 locations: Davie, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and Tequesta. A huge selection of new and used motorcycles, UTVs, ATVs, boats, trailers, and personal watercraft. Log on, check out the selection, and request a quote. Broward Motorsports will not be undersold. The best staff in the industry are ready to serve you. We also feature a customizing department to build the machine of your dreams. At Broward Motorsports, you gotta ride.
When do meetings become memories? When history meets hospitality. When grand spaces meet great places. Here, time off meets timeless. While dining al fresco becomes dancing all night. And tea time turns into me time. This is where old world charm meets new wave moves. And just about every night, music transforms into magic. St. Augustine, Panama, Florida's historic coast, where meetings become memories. Visit us at myfloridameetings.com.
My name is Juan Liscano, and I ride for Miami Jet Ski Shop. Miami Jet Ski Shop sticks to liquid moly, where we keep all our vehicles tip-top with the best in the industry. When it comes to performance or servicing, there's nothing better in the market than liquid moly.
So, you want open spaces, variety, excitement, just 5 minutes alone, relaxation, a tall glass. But you can't have it without big crowds, worry, plane rides, crying babies, crying adults. Until now, your getaway isn't far away. St. Augustine, Panama. Travel intra-nationally.
Are you ready? Do you like just pure action? How about pure speed? Well, you've come to the right place. You're watching the Liqui Moly Pro Watercross National Tour.
Liqui Moly has been #1 in Germany for the past 10 years in motor oils and additives. We're super excited to bring the marine range now in North America. All that experience in the performance and the racing industry translated into the marine world couldn't be a better combination. Are you scared of using your warranty? Well, you shouldn't. Liqui Moly Marine product has all the approvals from the National Marine Manufacturers Association, FCW, TCW3, and also API specs. Please refer to your owner's manual for right viscosity. Use the best to maintain your passion.
Florida. It's so good to see you again. I'm an explorer who happens to be a conquistador.
You're not from around here, are you?
Well, that depends. You call this a flag?
Whoa, whoa, hey, man.
This is a flag.
Oh, on a boat?
Yes, of course. How else?
That's not regulation golf attire. I didn't see it in the pro shop.
Viva San Augustine!
Hey!
Viva Pontevedra!
Yeah.
I like these. You're 9? No. Nice castle! But you're going to need a moat. Well, I'm 493. You're also going to need loopholes in the towers to protect the oblique right angles. I'm very, very fascinated by this ice cream. It's delicious. When you get it up to about 2,000 degrees, can be worked like clay.
Hey, who's the new guy? Oh, he's really good. Yeah.
You ever get it all?
Just keep it under the water?
Yeah. You don't go on me!
Gosh! No, that's a really shiny sharp sword!
Senorita, please, that tickles. Oh, 2 against 1, that's fine with me.
Actually, the last time I was at the beach, my boyfriend takes me there whenever we want to be like fancy and go on long walks and stuff.
Aha! Oh, gracias, señorita. Hasta luego. I have to admit, a man in my profession could get used to this.
But he's not my boyfriend anymore. Now he's my fiance because he went to the beach last time and he asked me to marry him, and I was like, ah!
Nice boat.
Our history is not the same old story. There's always something new to discover here on Florida's historic coast.
You should see my Castillo.
Hey everyone, my name's Valentina Lescano. I'm here at Pro Watercross for our jet ski racing. We're sponsored by Liquid Moly. Thanks to them, we have our strong boats and we're able to podium. I've been racing for about 4 years now, and ever since I joined Liquid Moly, I'll never go back.
Broward Motorsports, South Florida's premier power sports dealer with 4 locations: Davie, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and Tequesta. A huge selection of new and used motorcycles, UTVs, ATVs, boats, trailers, and personal watercraft. Log on, check out the selection, and request a quote. Broward Motorsports will not be undersold. The best staff in the industry are ready to serve you. We also feature a customizing department to build the machine of your dreams. At Broward Motorsports, you gotta ride.
When do meetings become memories? When history meets hospitality. When grand spaces meet great places. Gilded Age meets the golden hour. Here, time off meets timeless. While dining al fresco becomes dancing all night. And tea time turns into me time. This is where old world charm meets new wave moves. And just about every night, music transforms into magic. St. Augustine, Panama, Florida's historic coast, where meetings become memories. Visit us at myfloridameetings.com.
My name is Juan Liscano, and I ride for Miami Jet Ski Shop. Miami Jet Ski Shop sticks to liquid moly, where we keep all our vehicles tip-top with the best in the industry. When it comes to performance or servicing, there's nothing better in the market than liquid moly.
So, you want open spaces, variety, excitement, just 5 minutes alone, relaxation, a tall glass. But you can't have it without big crowds, worry, plane rides, crying babies, crying adults. Until now, your getaway isn't far away. St. Augustine, Panama. Travel intra-nationally.
Are you ready? Do you like just pure action? How about pure speed? Well, you've come to the right place. You're watching the Liqui Moly Pro Watercross National Tour.
Liqui Moly has been #1 in Germany for the past 10 years in motor oils and additives. We're super excited to bring the marine range now in North America. All that experience in the performance and the racing industry translated into the marine world couldn't be a better combination. Are you scared of using your warranty? Well, you shouldn't. Liqui Moly Marine product has all the approvals from the National Marine Manufacturers Association, FCW, TCW3, and also API specs. Please refer to your owner's manual for ride viscosity. Use the best to maintain your passion.
Florida. It's so good to see you again. I'm an explorer who happens to be a conquistador.
You're not from around here, are you?
Well, that depends. You call this a flag?
Whoa, whoa, hey, man.
This is a flag.
Oh, on a boat?
Yes, of course. How else?
That's not regulation golf attire. I didn't see it in the pro shop.
Viva San Augustine!
Hey!
Viva Pontevedra!
Yeah.
I like these. You're 9? Oh, nice castle! But you're going to need a moat. Well, I'm 493. You're also going to need loopholes in the towers to protect the oblique right angles. I'm very, very fascinated by this ice cream. It's delicious. When you get it up to about 2,000 degrees, can be worked like clay.
Hey, who's the new guy? Oh, he's really good. Yeah.
Did we get it all?
Just keep it under the water.
Yeah. You don't go on me!
No, that's a really shiny shark sword.
Senorita, please, that tickles. Oh, 2 against 1, that's fine with me.
Actually, the last time I was at the beach, my boyfriend takes me there whenever we want to be like fancy and go on long walks and stuff.
Oh, gracias, senorita. Hasta luego. I have to admit, a man in my profession could get used to this.
But he's not my boyfriend anymore. Now he's my fiance because he went to the beach last time and he asked me to marry him, and I was like, ah!
Nice.
Our history is not the same old story. There's always something new to discover here on Florida's historic coast.
You should see my Castillo.
Hey everyone, my name is Valentina Lescano. I'm here at Pro Watercross for our jet ski racing. We're sponsored by Liqui Moly. Thanks to them, we have our strong boats and we're able to podium. I've been racing for about 4 years now, and ever since I joined Liqui Moly, I'll never go back.
Broward Motorsports, South Florida's premier power sports dealer with 4 locations: Davie, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and Tequesta. A huge selection of new and used motorcycles, UTVs, ATVs, boats, trailers, and personal watercraft. Log on, check out the selection, and request a quote. Broward Motorsports will not be undersold. The best staff in the industry are ready to serve you. We also feature a customizing department to build the machine of your dreams. At Broward Motorsports, you gotta ride.
When do meetings become memories? When history meets hospitality. When grand spaces meet great places. And the Gilded Age meets the golden hour. Here, time off meets timeless. While dining al fresco becomes dancing all night. And tea time turns into me time. This is where old world charm meets new wave moves. And just about every night, music transforms into magic. St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, Florida's historic coast, where meeting
There will be a champion. Jay Finlayson on the double 5 has won the first 2 motos. It's his to lose. John Block in second. So let's see if Jay finishes second or better, he is confirmed as the champion.
And I think there's a pretty good shot of that since he got the whole shot on that double 50, that 55, and he is out in front again as usual.
You know what the double 55, and he missed. No, he did not. It's on the inside. You know what the 55 means?
I can't drive 55?
No, Jay Finlayson.
Oh, okay. I thought you were thinking of Sammy Hager.
Yeah, 55.
Remember when that was the speed limit?
Not for motorcycles, dude. That was like the starting point for me.
Not for anybody.
There's a fun story there. And radar.
Finlayson, okay, I will. Looking forward to it. Finlayson out in front of John Block. Number 59, Jesse Whitaker out of Statesville, North Carolina, in third on her Yamaha.
Kelsey, a lot closer in this motor than she was on the last one.
Obviously, a newer rider just based on the way that she's riding, but she's doing the most important thing that any newer rider needs to do, which is go around every buoy in succession in the correct direction. If you can do that, well, in the beginner runabout class for sure, you've got about an 85-90% chance of winning the race if you just know how to go around the course.
Very beneficial, to say the least. And,
that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah,
very
beneficial. But it is critical, and it's, you know,
58 for the last 3 years.
Oh, wow. A lot of laps.
That's the one thing about our software. It doesn't update their age proper.
Some of these 12-year-old riders out there racing, you come in and they got full beards.
Yeah, they're not 12. That's a tip-off.
That's one of the first things you notice. Yeah, here comes Chelsea. Hey, by the way, up next, race 16. Race 16, now the sports stock combined class. We should have 4 boats and riders on the line at the halfway point. And we've just passed that because the white flag is out, Rick Lake. Here he comes, Finlinson, one more time.
Again, Syracuse, Indiana. Syracuse Mafia because they are at all the rounds and they are very prominent, and all of them do quite well in their respective classes. And we'll run through the Finlinson, Owls, Zeke Kime. I'm leaving somebody out.
No, it's the Syracuse Mafia.
Yeah, that's it right there.
And we're watching their automatic weapons out here. That 55's been out here. That boat's seen more action than Wilson Tunnel.
Boy. All right, I'm just trying to see where we're at.
Chelsea there, and
that's
Jay's coming around.
He's coming around to lap him. And I was thinking, is that John Block already on top of Finlinson? No. No, he's lapping the field here.
Yeah, Jay taking his time.
Jay's going to lap up to second place.
I'm going to get busy. What? Here. Comes the next lineup, sir.
You ask. I deliver.
Dude, let me get out of here just before it rains.
Here, you can have the rest of that. I'm good. Seriously.
Yeah. I'm good too.
Cano out of Bonita Springs, Florida. Here in St. Augustine, and to 15, and in novice, Lescano and Andrew. Three for the overall. Whoa! Oh.
Hughes going in the water. You're going to lose him.
Yeah, that boat on the outside there, man. They lost control of that, and that guy got kind of caught underneath of it, but he looks like he's okay. Fortunately, it looks like he's about 20 years old.
And Jay Finlinson, second, John Block, third, Chelsea Whitaker, fourth.
Start him now.
Let me give. That was worth it.
That was absolutely perfect.
That was probably worth more than that.
Fantastic on the start. 176. Valentina Lescano on that Sea-Doo.
Yeah, that's that new HX hull she was able to get. Wow, going a little wide.
To, be it all. Pull that off with everything that's been.
It looks like Lescano made the move.
Oh, Lescano gets by Hancock and goes into the lead on that.
Cano go around. I watched her look over for mom there on the beach, and Valentina, you can't do that in a surf race, okay? You got to watch those waves, especially near the shore.
Yeah, that is absolutely treacherous, but that start last time was pretty darn cool, this last start.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Course Marshal Randy nailed it. He saw that swell coming, and he got him lined up, and it was perfect. Everybody got a little air.
He's getting a beer for me tonight.
Me as well.
Well, then we know he's not driving.
We hope.
We know.
We know.
Social responsibility. Hey, up next is race 17, Junior Spark Stock 13 to 15. Need those riders getting ready. The halfway flags are out. And, of course, the Finlansons are Robbie Finlandson already down there. Is that Caden? Yes, it is. Caden Baldwin out there on the number 59. And you're just waiting for Hayden Ninesling to make it a trifecta.
Hey, Joel, come on over here. We have a little token of our appreciation from Pro Watercross, and just like to really thank you for making everything happen here at Volano Beach and St. Augustine this weekend. It's been a pleasure to be here. This place is just stellar, a perfect location, and it's been a just absolutely perfect weekend. Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming out. It's a great honor to have you guys here, and hope everybody has a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of the day, and it's been fun activating the ocean and getting everybody out and having a big time. It's been a hard year for all of us, but to get everybody out and celebrate and enjoy this last weekend here of the season, it's been fun to have you guys here.
Thank you so much. It has been a tough year for everybody, and to everybody that's been able to make it, for people like you that are able to go through all the red tape and the challenges that are required right now in our country to make events happen. It's kind of a miracle, and there's not a lot going on, but we're happening here in Volcano Beach, and just can't thank you enough.
Absolutely. Thank you. We've got a great team here with our friends with St. Johns County Tourism. They stepped up and helped us bring this whole thing together. It takes a village to put these things together, and everybody here has jumped on board. All of our friends here at Volcano Beach, they've been ecstatic at having everybody here, and we're glad everybody got to experience a little piece of our little paradise here in Northeast Florida.
It truly is a little paradise, and I will tell you, you make a mean margarita.
We've gotten pretty good at it this weekend.
Yeah, you have. Thank you again.
I want to second that. Boy, that was good. I'm kidding, but what I'm not kidding about is Valentina Lescano going to the inside, Andrew Hancock going to the outside. This is the last time through the splits. The better rider's going to get the win over and the overall. Oh, look at this. Lescano making a turn. She's not going to have the speed. Here comes Hancock. And Hancock rips it away from her in the very last corner.
What a race here in Nava Sports stock between these two, going at it for the overall. They traded the lead throughout the race, and Hancock comes back. Look at, they give each other kudos and say, great race, and that's what it's all about in the Pro Watercross Tour, Kurt.
Yeah, no question. Andrew goes over to bump fist with Valentina. Another one of those Miami jet ski shop riders. They're so much fun.
A fist bump. It was socially distanced, and so it was all good.
Yeah, well, there was, what do they call that? Hermetically sealed.
That's
thing,
it.
Yeah. It's a fist bump. It's not a kiss.
Junior.
All right, you get going. I'm going to do the math.
Junior Spark stock 13 to 15. Race number 17 on the line. Number 55 back on the line. That 55 of Robbie Finlinson. 59 Caden Baldwin. And 999 Hayden Ninesling. This is Junior Spark 13 to 15. And it's been all Caden Baldwin this weekend on that number 59. All right, on the inside, keep an eye on 59, Caden Baldwin. Caden out of Denver, North Carolina, riding for Fly Kawasaki BP Concepts. And here he goes. Oh, but this time it's 55 with that lead again, Robbie Finlinson. Man, those Finlinsons keep that 55 out there running all day long. Robbie with a pair of seconds, Caden with a pair of firsts. .55, our race leader down the front straightaway one more time. 55 is Robbie Finlinson. 59, Caden Baldwin. And the only Spark that's in this Spark class is Hayden Ninesling. So Junior Spark stock class being dominated by Yamahas right now. Caden Baldwin in the driver's seat with a pair of firsts in the first two motos. Now in this third moto, it's Robbie Finlinson out in front. But Caden hangs on to that second place position, and he will take the overall for the weekend. Well, we have been blessed, to say the least, with absolutely stellar weather here in St. Augustine. This place has been perfect. There was some rain throughout the week. Out here on Friday night, and it was raining. But ever since then, it has been absolutely picture perfect. And the Atlantic Ocean here at Volano Beach has delivered some great conditions for the Liqui Pro Watercross National Championships.
And speaking of championships, Rick, let me jump right in here. In novice sports stock, your unofficial new national champion, Andrew Hancock. In second, Valentina Lescano. In third, John Fredericks. And a tie for fourth between Kenny Compton and David Hancock, but I don't know how to split that.
Well,
just being real.
Yeah, right on.
And then in junior sports stock 13-15, Jax Hayden is your national champion, and Keegan O'Connell is second, Tristan Ayala in third, and Logan Grass in fourth. And that's all I have to say about that.
I think that is a mouthful. Well said, though. 55, our race leader, all by himself out in front with almost a full straightaway lead over Baldwin. Is
any Finlandson I know?
Yeah, little Robbie Finlandson, 13 years old. And not so little, really. He's a pretty good-sized young man.
Same thing when you said that.
Pretty good-sized young man.
Compared to Jay, right?
They're family out of Syracuse, Indiana, at all the races and always very, very competitive. You know, they all trained together back in Indiana with Cam Powell, Derek Powell, Zeke Kime, and those guys trained, had the riding spot. And
what a mentor to have in Derek Powell. By the way, I just want to shout out Race 18, ski, four-stroke stock to the line. Halfway flags are out. You guys should be on the line.
Yeah,
and there's Powell.
Derek has done that, been there, done that for 2 decades plus in the sport. And now his young protege, Camden, he'll see him up next. And he is becoming quite the rider in his own right.
Protege. Not protege, protege.
Protege. Protege.
Vanilla.
Yeah. Protege. More correct.
Barilla.
Epitomen.
Race like a...
Epitmine.
The epitome.
Epitome.
Okay, Aaron. Oh, yeah. Who is that? Key and Peel. That was a year ago that our illustrious leader, A.J. Handler, made me spit liquid out of my nose watching a Key and Peel video on YouTube. It was hilarious.
I'm sure everybody's excited to know about that. The thought of you spitting liquids out of your nose
involuntary, believe me.
Is a sight that I think most are trying to not have stuck in their brain.
Well, it's a good news, bad news thing. It was only water, and it was a rental. So there you go.
Checkered flag out, 55. Robbie Finlandson takes the win here. Moto number 3 in junior Spark Stock, 13-15. But it's going to be the number 59 of Caden Baldwin, the 12-year-old out of Denver, North Carolina, that is going to back up a couple of first-place finishes with a second here in Moto 3. That should give him the overall for the day.
And you are correct, sir.
And those kids all hang out together. It's pretty fun to watch. They all just kind of hang out and do their thing. They get on the race course and race, and the rest of the time they got hijinks going on in the pits and beyond. That's you. Ski four-stroke stock on the starting line. Race number 18. Number 44 out of the aforementioned Syracuse, Indiana. Camden Powell. 55. Jay Finlandson, obviously out of Syracuse. And 296 out of Port Charlotte. Hayden Skellett. Although I don't see, yeah, there's Hayden. There we all set to go. So Camden somehow got a 5th in Moto number 1.
All right. Well, our Junior Spark Stock 13 to 15 year national champion, Robbie Finlinson. Second, Caden Baldwin. Third and fourth is a tie between Kenny Compton and McLaren Garmin. And fifth and sixth, that would be, third was Hayden Ninesling. I must back up a little bit. Sorry. So it's Robbie Finlinson, Caden Baldwin, Hayden Ninesling, and then fourth and fifth between Kenny Compton and McLaren Garmin tied on points, and sixth and seventh between Gary Holbein Jr. and Gavin Russo. Wow, a lot of tight racing in this thing, and it tightens up a lot with the double points round. Oh, got the number 5 rider out in front.
Well, I believe that's Hayden Skellett on that number 5 out in front of 55 and 44. Powell and Finlinson, and Hayden not on his familiar 296, but he is riding absolutely phenomenally on board that big SXR 1500 in this ski 4-stroke stock class, Kurt.
Yeah, there's almost nothing that Hayden can't ride really fast and really well.
Man, he has really taken to this SXR and looks really good out in front. Camden Powell and Jay Finlinson, either one of them, no slouches whatsoever on these boats, as Camden Powell has emerged this year as one of the top riders in the sport in pro ski. And he right now has his hands full with Finlinson and Hayden Skellett.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, prior to the start of this race, I would have thought Camden Powell would have had the by far the greater lead, but Hayden just ripped it right away from him. Here comes Camden making his move into second. Whoa! But Jay Finlinson not gonna let Cam through there. Cam setting up wide, gonna drive inside. Ooh, gets a little bit in the pump wash. That's gonna hurt. And Finlinson's starting to reel in Hayden now.
Yeah, Finlinson's got the hammer down on that 55 SXR 1500 as he chases down Hayden Skellett. See if Skellett can keep the pace.
And there's like a bungee cord between him and Camden Powell. Well, Camden may lose a little, then he runs right back up.
Well, those two guys are on the same, such in the same sync, living in the same area, same town, training together for years, so many laps together. They know each other intimately on the race course, to say the least.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Their moms are friends. Their dads are friends. They're over at each other's houses all the time. Whoa, who went down on the outside?
I believe
that was Finlinson. Yep, Camden Powell in second now.
Camden now sets his sights on Hayden Skellett. And we'll see if Hayden can hold off the charge here. Camden Powell. Camden's starting to put it together here in moto number 3 for this ski 4-stroke stock class. Camden really didn't start out as strongly as we expected at the beginning of this moto, because he is really, really a top rider now, and we expected him to kind of be out in front of this one, but it's Hayden Skellett showing the way around, and Hayden is stretching out that lead right now. Looks really good aboard that SXR 1500, Kurt.
I know. Can I have more respect for Hayden Skellett? Yes, I can, and he's earning it, believe me. By the way, race 19, beginner runabout box stock. You guys should already be on the line. I see most of you down there. Thank you very much. Be careful to stay off the racing line, folks. And here they come, making the turn. Hayden Skellett, white flag, 1 lap to go, and here comes Camden Powell.
Yeah,
Powell on a tail, Rick.
Yeah, Powell made up a tremendous amount of ground on the split. Powell went to the outside split, Hayden to the inside, and now Powell charging it behind Hayden, trying to garner that first-place finish in this final moto in ski 4-stroke stock. And Powell making it exciting here as he starts putting the pressure on young Hayden Skellett.
And I'm just going to call it. As long as Hayden stays on the boat, he's going to win the overall in this class.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Powell had
just looking at the points real quick.
Yeah, Powell had a bad finish in moto number 1 back in 5th, so that takes him out of the overall. But he'd certainly like to finish with the first here, but Hayden's got a lot to say about it, and I don't think it's going to happen. Hayden's going to hang on, and I think hold off Camden Powell in this final moto, barring anything significant taking place on this split.
Oh, speaking of which, Nothing happening there. Hayden's tearing up the inside. He's going to make that right-hand turn on the front straightaway. Folks, put your hands together. A loud round of applause for Hayden Skellett and Camden Powell.
Oh, those two had a nice go. Robbie fell off, fell off the pace a little bit halfway through the moto, but man, those two went at it tooth and nail, and that was a nice battle to finish out that class here in St. Augustine. Beginner runabout box stock on the line, race number 19. Number 5 out of Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, Bobby Wilkes. Number 122 out of Mooresville, North Carolina, Jerry Vanisdale. 143 out of Charlotte, North Carolina, Tyler Earth. 176 out of Miami is Jamal Reyes. Also out of Miami, 724, Benjamin Mantell. And out of nearby Jacksonville, 999, Isabel Ninesling. Beginner runabout box stock. And this one can get interesting. You put beginner riders, and some of these riders are true beginners, first-time racers in some cases, aboard these 300 horsepower runabouts, and yeah, it can be a little bit of a handful. The entire starting line has drifted down to the south, so we need our riders to come back north a little ways. There you go, guys. Good job.
Well, we got a quick break here as they realign those boats. Ski 4-stroke stock. Your new national champion, Camden Powell. In second position, Jay Finlinson. And in third, Hayden Skellett. In fourth, Kenny McKenzie. And by the way, this is the first time that Hayden Skellett has run in the ski 4-stroke stock class.
That's what I thought, absolutely. First time I've seen him on that SXR 1500.
Well, them double points sure help out.
And he sure looks good on it, I will say that, to say the least. Absolutely. Jumped on that thing and just ripped immediately. So here we go, beginner runabout box stock race 19 out of 30 today. And it's Bobby Wilkes on that boat number 6, that Yamaha, with a pair of wins in the first two. Oh, wow. That beginner runabout, there we go. One rider leaped on the back of the other one off the jump on the start.
Jerry Vandersdale's got the drive on the inside. Vandersdale making that hard right-hand turn. Heading back in. Who is it on the outside there?
Boy, at the back of that start, it was ugly.
Yeah. This is beginner runabout. They put the thrill in, everything.
Yeah, 176, Jamal Reyes in second. As I said before the start, this class, you got some of these first-time beginners on these 300 horsepower runabouts, and things get a little interesting out there, Kurt.
Yes, they do. And who's out there with that no number? Oh, yeah, Bobby Wilkes.
Our leader. No, I just know.
No. He's in fourth position.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Third position, pardon me.
Bobby Wilkes with the imaginary 6.
Well, he's got 2 wins so far, so everybody else in this class is going to have to try and get ahead of Bobby if they want to have any chance of winning the overall.
That was nice to hear Paul Lair talk about the numbers, and like to see that enforced more moving forward because it's so critical, and it's shockingly ridiculous not to have numbers that are highly visible on race machines.
Yeah, well, Rick, while you're away, and I was doing that interview with Paul, after it was over, I sat him down. I said, Paul, really? Are you really going to disqualify people for numbers? And he says, Kurt, it's been years. These riders have been told at every riders meeting for years, and we're over it. We're a professional organization, and people are going to follow through. and have the correct numbers, or they're not going to ride with us.
Right on. That's how it has to be.
It really should be. And it's.
I remember back.
All we're asking is to get scored, for you to get scored correctly.
Well,
That's not a problem.
Back in the day, the promoters, we sold, the promoters sold back number plates and numbers for riders. So if they didn't have the correct numbering system on their ski, they were allowed to buy the backing plate and put the numbers on right there at the race.
That's right. A little bit of water, a credit card, push it on there.
And you could have numbers that were visible.
You know, one other thing that we were talking about afterwards, and we wish we would have done it during the interview, but lunch came up here, toe loops. You must have a solid toe loop up front, meaning you're not going to come out here with a piece of nylon rope knotted twice around there and call it a toe loop. No, we need a solid one. World Championships, we cannot have any messing around. If you do not have it, you're not racing.
Yeah, simple as that. You got to have the correct details. You got to have the numbers, the details that you put all this work, all this effort into your watercraft, but yet some of these details you leave go, and it's just not acceptable.
Wow. Jerry Van Asdale, man, give that guy a hole shot, and he is gone, Mr. Lake.
Yeah, he
G-O-N-E gone.
He really wicked it up here in moto number 3. Van Asdale with a 3rd and a 6th in the first 2 motos. He had enough of that.
Yeah, right.
Said, I need to get out in front here.
Well, it's really Bobby Wilkes' race to lose because he has the 2 wins. So if he gets into that top 3, it's going to be difficult for anybody to get the overall away from him. But right now, large and in charge, Jerry Van Asdale.
Yeah,
and we want to
have,
I'm sorry, Rick, race 20 amateur runabout box stock to the line.
On our final lap, Van Asdale, boy, he is looking good. Mooresville, North Carolina, riding for Champion Power Sports, and he's got that big Yamaha beast out there in the lead.
Well, I want to throw it out for Jamal Reyes out of Miami. We haven't seen Jamal too much before, but he got a 2nd and a 4th. He's in 2nd position now. Great job from that Miami jet ski shop rider.
Oh, no question about it. Looking really good. Beginner runabout box stock, the class that brings fear into the hearts of race directors everywhere.
Yeah, Robert Sand took a Xanax about 15 minutes ago knowing this is coming.
Oh, man.
Nothing wrong with that. Got to stay solid. Isn't this funny? Look at this. You see.
Checkered flag, excuse me, Kurt. Checkered flag comes out. 122, Van Asdale takes the win. So a nice way to finish up the weekend and begin a runabout box stock for Jerry Van Asdale. 176. That is Jamal Reyes with a nice finish here in moto number 2, 999 9 sling. And then the 6 of Bobby Wilkes. All right, we move on to race number 20. Amateur runabout box stock. Just take that slip. Let me have the see underneath. That's okay. On the starting line, 110 out of Bradenton. That is Torrey Snyder. 115 out of Palm Bay, Florida, Gunner Trailer. 157 out of Summerfield, Florida, Jim Bennett. 176 out of Miami, Valentina Lescano. 714 out of Wellington, Florida, Domenico Barilla. And 808 out of Mooresville, North Carolina, Graham Hunt. This is amateur runabout box stock race number 20. And it's been all Torrey Snyder in this one with a pair of wins in the first two motos. So he certainly is going to try to finish strong here with a clean sweep in amateur runabout box stock. We'll see if 808 Graham Hunt has anything to say about that, as well as Barilla. I don't see Lescano down there necessarily. But here we go. Graham Hunt on the outside with a pretty good start. I think Torrey Snyder got left behind just a little bit off the line. But Barilla out there on that Ultra Kawasaki looking good again, as he did in Moto 2. With a second place finish. But down the front straightaway is our race leader on the gas, and that is Graham Hunt. I had a feeling Graham Hunt might have had a little something to say here in this third and final moto. Barilla on the Cowie behind him in second, and then Torrey Snyder in third behind Barilla. Here we go. Amateur runabout box stock, moto number 3. Down the back straightaway, 808, the race leader, Graham Hunt. Graham out of Mooresville, North Carolina, riding for Riva Fly Racing, Jet Pilot Hydroturf, and Champion Power Sports. And he is opening up a gap right away here in moto number 3. Hunt making the turn and heading down the front straightaway with a full head of steam. Boy, he is putting a gap between him and second place, Barilla. Barilla on that Kawasaki Ultra 310, trying to hold off the charge of number 110, Torrey Snyder. And Barilla looks like a different man today than yesterday on that Kawasaki Ultra. Had kind of a challenging day yesterday and came out today, just looked like a different rider. But, oh, Snyder goes right by him around the outside, and there goes Snyder. And now he's going to set his sights on Graham Hunt, our race leader. Hunt already down into the split section on the right-hand side of the track as he makes his way around the outside split. Snyder now in second, Barilla third. And down the front straightaway comes our race leader at the halfway mark. That is 808, Graham Hunt. And here comes Snyder. Snyder trying to track down Hunt at the halfway point in this race. Snyder quickly closing the gap on Hunt. And then 714, Barilla now in third position, followed by the 415 of 415. I don't see a 415. Boy, let me see. Maybe that's a 1. Looks like a 115. Looks like Gunner Trailer out there behind Barilla.
Rick, let me jump in here. I've got some numbers for beginner runabout box stock. On the day, overall winner, Bobby Wilkes. Second overall, Jamal Raisin. In third, Jerry Van Asdale. And then as we go to the national championship in the beginner runabout box stock class, first overall, Jamal Rays. Second, Jerry Van Asdale. Third, Bobby Wilkes. And fourth, Isabel Nightsling.
And we are on the final lap here. The white flag is out as Torrey Snyder continues his charge. He spins out, however, on the left-hand side, gets back up and underway without any issues. But that is really going to allow Graham Hunt not to be challenged on this final lap as Hunt rockets down that back straightaway for a final time. And he has got the split section. He'll probably take the outside split, I'm assuming. Yes, he does. And this is the turn coming up here, this right-hander that threw Graham yesterday in Pro-Am box stock. Not today, though. The checkered flag comes out. 808. Graham Hunt taking the win here in moto number 3. 110 is going to be Torrey Snyder. And that's going to give him the overall for the weekend in amateur runabout box stock. And Barilla comes in on the Ultra Kawasaki in third, number 714. And then Trailer on the 115 in fourth position. All right, race number 21 coming to the starting line. Sport GP. So this is going to be the knockdown, drag-out battle of the Hurricanes. Kelly Smith and Christian Daly, both with a pair of wins and a pair of seconds. So Hayden Skellett with a couple thirds. Hayden's riding a spec boat in this one, so he has not been a factor against these very fast Huracan R's. Wow, race number 21 of 30 here. The final day of the Liqui-Moly Pro Watercross National Championships in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida, Volano Beach. And it has been an absolutely picture-perfect weekend and an awesome weekend of pro watercross racing here in this National Championship final. In the most challenging of seasons for all of us. It's been a wild ride, but we've been able to have three really, really good events. Panama City Beach to kick things off, and then Lake Hartwell, and then today, or this weekend, here in St. Augustine. So in a very difficult 2020 season, we ended up coming out pretty strong with three big events, and it's been a lot of fun, and we are finishing up equally strong here this afternoon. All right, here we go. Course marshal Randy says fire them up. Keep an eye on those two Huracan R's.
Oh, I know that sound, Rick Lake.
Yeah, unmistakable, right?
It's a Huracan. That's the sound. And that is Christian Daly with the charge out in front. Kelly Smith in second. These two have swapped moto wins. The winner between these two going to get the overall. There is nothing Hayden could do with 2/3 to get the overall here unless both those boats break in the first lap.
Well, Hayden's not even on a GP boat, so.
No, not at all.
Kind of tough for Hayden.
Well, while we have a quick break here we go. Amateur runabout box stock. Your national champion, Tori Snyder, in second position. Jim Bennett. Oh, I'm sorry, Graham Hunt. Then Jim Bennett in third. Valentino Lescano in fourth. And Dominic Barilla in fifth.
Well done, everybody. Great job this season. And it is Christian Daly out in front right now of Kelly Smith. And this final moto is going to decide it. As you mentioned, Kurt, earlier, is Kelly Smith and Christian Daly on the Huracan R's, and both with the first, both with the second. And so this will do it.
Hey, these boats are so fast, I'm calling out race 22 now, so they've got time to get here. Junior Ski Stock and Junior 10-12 on 13-15.
Christian Daly just lost power. Just lost power. I don't know what that sound is.
Not good.
Not good at all.
If we could hear it up here, it's not good.
Oh, it was ugly.
But he's still running.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens on that back straightaway.
Could be electrical with this salt water a lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
You know, salt water just wreaks havoc.
Little plug burp.
with these electrical systems, possible. It looks like he's up and going pretty good now.
Yeah, Christian
Daly is, yeah.
He got the hammer down there, but here you go. Kelly Smith going to the inside. Not a chance.
Oh, no, not at all.
Christian's got this thing dialed right now. Looking down there on the beach. Brian O'Rourke, a happy camper, seeing that Hurricane R out front.
Boy, Daly really rides that Huracan very, very well. He is so precise around these corners with the throttle control on it. It's looking really good. Absolutely. White flag out, 1 lap to go. Christian Daly looks like he's resolved the engine problems in that Huracan that he momentarily experienced.
Well, Daly being a little bit light on the throttle now. Just trying to save that motor. Hey, the only thing that you can, if you want to ride a Huracan, you got to be a world champion already. Or so says Kristen Daly and Kelly Smith.
Both world champions.
No question. Kelly, last year on that same Huracan, well, I think it was the same one. Might have been the other one. Who knows? Swap hoods.
White flag comes out, and it is Christian Daly taking the win in front of Kelly Smith on those Huracan Rs. Man, they make quick work of that racetrack, don't they?
Like I said, I needed to call those juniors up right away. And speaking of juniors, do we have any children out there that like some prize swag? Because you know what? Our buddy Eric came up here, and he brought up some really cool stuff. Anybody want a set of $60 fly goggles for free? Get on over here. Sorry, Hayden Caden Baldwin first over here. But you know what? I saw so. Oh, don't give up. And you waved up. You made it over here, but don't worry. We got more stuff here.
Oh, Cam Powell, what are your sponsors?
How many people here drink water? No, you already got something, Caden. Okay. Good job.
Go away.
And if you would pass that to the woman behind you.
Go away. That's not nice.
Camden, then I'm giving you that. It's your size. I'll find something for him.
What's this?
That's.
Well, is that for you?
No, not at all. I was going to say that, but I was just kidding. To the small gentleman right here. Come on over. You going to catch it? Here we go. It's still yours. That looks like a Wilson to me.
That looks like a little Wilson, huh?
Oh, somebody else. Hey, we need some more people over here. This is not a one-on-one deal. I want to see some WWF going on down here, or WWE.
Yeah, come on. We want some battles down here. Out on the track, junior ski stock, 10, 12, and 13 to 15.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Okay. Some of this stuff is pretty heavy, so you guys keep attention up here, all right? Here we go. And one more over there. We got more over there. Everybody's getting something. Wait a minute, that was my shirt. One more, look out. And the final goes right to our illustrious leader. AJ Handler, it's your opportunity. Choose someone here. Make it happen. You still can. Hey, our thanks to Eric and everyone that gave us the giveaway stuff. Thank you so much. It's so much fun to watch the kids.
Got just a quick moment. I want to mention to everybody as you start to get ready to leave this afternoon, we're a little early. You're going to be leaving a little bit earlier than yesterday. And so we want you to be extra cautious when you're leaving and driving out, particularly down the driveway through by the pavilion area. There are a lot of people here, a lot of spectators, a lot of beachgoers. So please go extra slow. Please be very cautious and conscientious of everybody here today taking in the event as you leave. Thank you. All right, here we go. Junior ski stock, 10 to 12 and 13 to 15. Moto number 3. Telepathic. Oh, it's getting serious up here in the tower. The Shark Energy drinks are out and flowing. Oh, this is cold too. Oh, that's nice. Oh, look at this battle down the front straightaway. It is getting rough out here. 18, Tegan Hill out in front, 82, Scheck-Snyder, and Finlayson, number 9. That is Robbie Finlayson, went down hard right in front of us. And look at the winds have come up. Now they're kind of blowing onshore. They've turned around this afternoon. We've got some swells. We've got some wind chop, and then we've got boat chop. So talk about a challenging course here in these final motos here in St. Augustine, Villano Beach, and what a way to wrap up the Liqui-Moly Pro Watercross National Championships, Kurt.
Absolutely. And I'm looking through here. I want to take a look. Did I throw it down there for Sport GP? I give you those overalls? Yeah, I didn't because I didn't get the numbers yet. I'm going to go back to math.
All right. Well, that was a crazy first lap as the riders got sorted out, and it looks like Tegan Hill, 18, the 12-year-old out of Rutherford, North Carolina, out in front right now. He is in the 10 to 12-year-old class, and he is leading the 13 to 15-year-olds to boot. Tegan Hill down the front straightaway with the lead. 53. Tegan Hill's got quite a cheering section down there. Or is that's Holbein, huh? I love it. Yeah, Gary Holbein Jr., man, this guy, 11 years old. These kids are just phenomenal out there on the track. Man, can they ride? What a race. Tegan Hill down the back straightaway. And then side by side, Finlayson and Holbein Jr., I believe, side by side. And Holbein just keeps it pinned around the outside. And look at Holbein charge up behind Tegan Hill. What is going on? Holbein is on fire.
Gary Holbein making a charge like few we've seen today. Gary really wants this bad, Rick. I'm going to jump in here real quick and give you Sport GP. Your new national champion, Hayden Skellett. In second, Kelly Smith. And in third, Christian Daly.
Well done, guys. And look at Holbein now and Finlayson side by side behind number 18, Hill. Finlinson gets around Holbein. Finlinson now in set. Oh, and Finlinson goes down.
Holbein goes right over the back.
Oh, my goodness. What a
Just
look at
stopping
these
him.
youngsters battle in this junior class.
Rick, you know what I noticed? Holbein's only half the height of Finlinson. I mean, literally comes up to his belly button, standing straight up.
And I hate to say this about a racer, but he is the cutest little kid
I
you
know.
ever seen.
I know. I don't know. Caden Baldwin.
Caden's pretty darn, yeah.
Well,
Caden
until he
too.
opens his mouth.
Caden's awful cute. Holbein, I mean, these kids are just too cute. But
Oh, is the mic on?
they're out there on the race course.
We're kidding. We love all these kids.
Your words, not mine, Kurt.
100%.
That was Kurt Nolenberg, by the way.
Your favorite announcer.
Flavor Flav.
Hey, call him as you see him, right? It's all you can do.
Holbein Jr., Finlinson, and Tegan Hill just going at it. This is really good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. What a great race.
Rick,
being
is that
put on
Tegan
by
Hill
the
on the
juniors.
inside?
That is Tegan on the inside.
Oh, man, Tegan
It's
to try and
Finlinson.
take it
Finlinson
all.
takes over. Look at this. Robbie Finlinson takes over on going into the final lap, but he's in his own class, different age group, and it's Tegan Hill and Gary Holbein Jr. battling tooth and nail here in third and final moto.
Speaking of which, I don't think Gary even has all his teeth yet.
Gary, when the swells come in, Gary disappears behind him.
Once again, we go back to the darn, he's cute and fast.
Nobody ever thought it was possible that kids this age, this size, could ride these watercraft like they can ride them years ago.
Right. In a lake.
Yeah, period.
Let alone in the surf.
And they are unbelievably competent on these stand-ups. It is so cool.
It is ultra cool. Hey, we need race 23, amateur ski GP to the line. Just as I say that, Brett Underhill coming on up. Yeah, it's an Underhill fan there.
Underhill's got fan base here.
They must be fanatics.
We got some loud moms, man. You can hear them all over. I love it.
Loud moms. Yeah. All right, how many Underhill fans do we have out there?
And
I just wanted to make Wendy yell one more time.
Checkered flag comes out. Number 99 takes the win. Woo! Great ride by Robbie Finlinson. Really worked for this one.
Hey, Tegan Hill right there.
And Tegan Hill takes the win in front of Gary Holbein Jr. as they all come in. What a great ride for all these young riders. Man, so fun to watch them.
It is. And you know what? Honestly, this class, I mean, I love watching any class. I can watch racing all day long, every day. That is a learning experience.
Oh, Gary just, yeah.
You all right?
Gary looked like he was coming in off the Waimea shore break.
Well, that's one of the things, you know, we didn't talk about this yet, Rick. Both you and I know this, but if you're in the surf, you are always on the surf side of your boat. And if you're coming into the shore, you got to be committed. You got to come straight in, not sideways, because you see what happens. When you come in sideways, the boat rolls.
And I hope he didn't get hurt there because he went down really hard. And you know what? It's just if you do not have experience with surf, you don't understand the power of these waves.
Wow.
You know, they are very powerful, way more than you can think. And they can drive you, you're not paying attention, drive you down into the sand with a lot of force and can do a lot of bodily harm. That's why we always say, you know, keep your head on a swivel, pay attention, don't turn your back to the surf, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
There's a reason why, and I think Gary might be a little shaken up down there.
Yeah, you come to the line, you get that boat pointed out towards the surf, and you have one body in front of it. If you're bringing a boat out by yourself, you get off and hold the nose with your back to the surf. It's the only, in quotes, safe way to do it.
Yeah, the experienced surf riders, you watch them, they'll just ride them straight up onto the sand without any issues at all. But that's a whole nother world, different world of experience. These young riders that don't get a chance to ride in the surf have no idea what they're facing.
didn't show up then. I don't know. I'm not sure which one. I thought McKinsey was. I don't know. Okay. It's not going to be. It won't.
On the line, race number 23, Amateur Ski GP. Let's take a look at that lineup for this third and final moto. Number 5 out of Denver, North Carolina, Orsic Lauer. 17 out of Rutherford, North Carolina, Brad Hill. Number 116 out of Ackworth, Georgia, Devin Farthing. 295 out of Port Charlotte, Florida, Taylor Skellett. And 417 with a pair of wins in the first two motos out of Pensacola, Brett Underhill. Front straightaway, our race leader, number 116, Devin Farthing. Brett Underhill behind him on that 417. Here comes Underhill. Underhill's got a pair of wins in the first two motos. Out in front right now, though, Farthing. See if he can keep Brett Underhill behind him. Farthing in this amateur ski GP class had a bad finish in moto number 1 with a 7th and then a 3rd in moto number 2. And Underhill just looking real good, real solid on that Proforce watercraft out of Lake Havasu. And he is chasing down Farthing.
And remember, he's running that smaller Yamaha motor in there.
It's actually a Sea-Doo engine that he's running, the Sea-Doo
Is
Triple,
he?
yeah, out of the Spark.
Interesting.
Yeah, Underhill gets by Farthing down the front straightaway now into the lead. Underhill running that Sea-Doo power plant, that Sea-Doo 900 Triple in that Pro Watercraft Proforce boat. Farthing behind him now in second. Okay, TR1 motor. I apologize. I was told it was a Sea-Doo engine. It's a TR1. Fantastic. Good to know, because that stuff's not listed, and so it's kind of hard to know unless you know.
A Yamaha TR1 triple.
So conflicting reports, but it's the right straight from the horse's mouth, the TR1, and Underhill with a problem as Farthing comes down the front straightaway, boat number 116 with the lead, and it looks like Underhill might be undergoing the hook as he's got a problem out there, possibly with that aforementioned TR1 engine that is going to be in the new Yamaha Superjet. So we're going to see what that, you got a kind of a sneak preview here of what that's going to be. And right now it doesn't look good, but I don't think that's a stock motor probably. And they got to pump up that TR1 engine pretty high to run with those Kawasaki 1500s. Ideally, a turbo is the way to go on that. You pretty much need a turbo.
Rick, let me jump in here with some national championships. Junior ski stock, Robbie Finlinson, your national champion. We go, and that's in the 13 to 15. In the 10 to 12, your new national champion, Tegan Hill. Right behind him, Gary Holbein Jr. In third, Blake Ninesling. In fourth, Caden Baldwin. And in fifth, Tristan Ayala. Thank you for your support.
So Underhill comes in on the hook. What a devastating way to finish the day after 2 wins in the first 2 motos. And that is going to take Underhill. He's going to have two firsts and looks like a fifth in scoring today. Devin Farthing out in front. Devin's going to have a 7th, a 3, and possibly a 1. So we will see what happens here. But Taylor Skellett in a great position. Let's see where Taylor's at right now in this one. As looks like this is Farthing coming down the front straightaway, our race leader, 116 out of Ackworth, Georgia, 16-year-old Devin Farthing.
16-year-old? He was like 10 last year.
I know. I don't know how he got to be 16, man. What happened?
I'm
sure his parents are saying the same thing.
Right, exactly.
But
I turned around.
Taylor Skellett here coming by on that Commander. And she is in second place overall right now. And she has got a 3rd and a 2nd. And with another 2nd, she could be in line to win this amateur ski GP race.
Yes, she could. Oh, Oscar. I was just going to announce him. And just as I was going to say his name, he started to tip off on the inside.
Always happens.
I'll be quiet.
The curse,
and he saved it.
The curse of the announcer.
It's our fault. It always is.
Oh, he's looking so good out. Oh, he went down.
Yeah, right, exactly.
How many times has that happened?
I cannot count.
More than I want to know. 116, our race leader, Devin Farthing, flying down this front straightaway.
Wow, Devin hooked up there for a second, and wave went up. Boat went down, he went up. He came down, the wave came up, and held on to it. That's a strong young man.
Devin on his Commander, GP, as is Taylor Skellett. I think Taylor's looking at an overall win here today in amateur ski GP. How about that?
It's looking that way, and she deserves it. This is somebody didn't make it. She really has been riding great all weekend.
Really, this is the best I've seen her ride all year.
Yeah, no question. And that doesn't mean she was bad before. It's just better now.
Oh, they're all fast. They're all great riders. And these riders are fantastic. You know, I mean, in these classes, these GP classes, absolutely.
Hey, we need to get beginner ski stock to the line. White flag out. 1 lap to go. Devin Farthing continuing to lead. Wow, Devin has got great posture on that boat. Relaxed, keep the knees bent. The arms are still up there. The elbows aren't dropping. Tell you what, that young man has been putting in some training.
Yeah,
you can't do this without it.
Oh, no question about it, Kurt. You're right. He is a fantastic athlete as he is out there all weekend long. Multiple classes, tons of laps, and he is just thriving out here in pro watercross.
As is the entire Skellett clan.
Yeah, no question about it. Boy, that's a fast group right there.
That is one fast family. We got nothing but fast families in pro watercross.
Yeah, you got that right. Look at the Powells, the Skelletts, the Nemes, Farthings. The apples don't fall far from the tree, do they?
Not so much.
Checkered flag out. That's it. Third and final moto. Devin Farthing taking the win in amateur ski GP.
How about a great round of applause for this young man as he comes in?
Nice way to end the day for Devin. This may not be his last class, now that I say that.
Now, Brett Underhill. He's they pulled him in, right?
Yeah, he came
He's
in on the hook.
completely in.
Yeah,
Okay.
he is out. I think he had a motor failure. And Taylor Skellett comes in second. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Taylor's going to take the overall here today in Amateur Ski GP. Unofficially, of course. Number 5. Osric comes in.
Brad Hill didn't race, right?
Doesn't look like it. So could be wrong on that overall.
Well, I'll go ahead and give you the numbers on the overall. I don't have the national yet. In first place, Brett Underhill. Second, Taylor Skellett. In third, Oscar Lahr. And in fourth, Devin Farthing. In fifth, Brad Hill.
All unofficially, of course, barring any changes in scoring that we are not privy to yet. On the line, race 24, beginner stock ski, 18, Tegan Hill, 50, Charlie McGuinn, and 114, Domenico Barilla. Charlie McGuinn with a great jump in the middle there off the line, the bright red Superjet. It's a good start, this moto. Charlie out of Denver, North Carolina. All right, we'll sort them out. Charlie McGuinn on that inside split maintains the lead onto the front straightaway on this first lap. Looks like Tegan Hill in second, followed by Dominic Barilla. So McGuinn out in front, Hill second, Barilla third. Beginner ski stock, moto number 3. Up next, race 25 will be, sports stock, big lineup. Sports stock coming up next.
Watercross? Yeah, but man, I'd love it. California round, we'd have 30 on the line. Well, 20.
All right, let me jump in here. Amateur Ski GP national champion is Taylor Skellett. In second, Devin Farthing. In third, Brett Underhill. In fourth, Oscar Lahr. And in fifth, Brad Hill.
Oh, man. Look at McGuinn out in front, finishing up today with a strong moto in this third and final moto in beginner ski stock. Charlie McGuinn, 30 years old, out of Denver, North Carolina, in front of the 18 of Tegan Hill, who is all of 12 years old.
Oh, sports stock to the line, please. That's where I heard it before. Sports stock to the line.
You heard me.
I did.
You were listening.
I was listening. I was imaginating, calculating. Wow, look at that.
Is
the
that
color
wild?
of the water from the cloud. Picture.
That's beautiful.
You got a better camera than me. Shoot that picture for me, would you?
May not come out.
It may not, but it might. Oh, no, you got to put your polarized sunglasses in front of it. That's the deal. I took mine off. It's not near as, it's close. It's wonderful out there. All right, halfway flags are out. On the number 50, Charlie McGuinn. Charlie with 2 seconds and a first right now. And Tegan Hill doing back-to-back almost, or back-to-backs. He's in that second position. Oh, that's good for Tegan.
You can see it without polarized, but not nearly as good.
How nice is this? I see rain to the right, rain to the left, rain behind us, but it dares not rain on the Liqui Pro Watercross 2020 National Championship.
No, that's correct. No rain at Volano Beach was not scheduled for this weekend.
Right. Well, that's AJ, talked to the local officials, and they worked that out prior to coming.
AJ's got some juice, man.
He's got some pull. Dude, sports stock is coming.
Oh, final lap. 1 lap to go for Charlie McGuinn, boat number 50. I love that red Superjet. It's very identifiable.
I'm trying to think. They never had a red stock Superjet, did they?
No.
No, I don't think so. White,
blue, and
white and yellow and black, but still a white base color.
Yeah.
650. They were the not so Superjets compared to the 701s.
I like the yellow ones that Jacobs rode for a bit. Right? He rode a yellow Superjet, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
I like those.
Wasn't that,
those look good.
Was that Pro? Whoa! Over the line, hanging on to it, Dominic Barilla Jr.
He's still got a lap to go.
He didn't let go. He held on.
Checkered flag comes out, number 50, Charlie McGuinn. Going to take the win here this afternoon in Moto number 3.
Charlie, older than both his other competitors combined. Great job for Charlie. He'll get the win. Tegan Hill comes through in second position, and that'll give him the overall for the day.
On the starting line, race number 25, Sports Stock, Moto number 3. On the line, number 2, out of Port Charlotte, Florida, Hayden Skellett. Number 5, out of Carmel, Indiana, Christian Daly. Number 13, out of Davie, Florida, Sammy Nemi. Number 86, out of Dawsonville, Georgia, Wyatt Hayes. I don't believe Ken Waddle is on the line this afternoon. Am I wrong? I don't see him. Number 99, out of Jacksonville, Florida, Matt Johnson. Number 116, out of Ackworth, Georgia, Devin Farthing. 176, out of Miami, Valentina Lescano. 201, out of Delray Beach, Florida, Christopher Landis. 295, out of Port Charlotte, Florida, Taylor Skellett. 331, out of Jacksonville, Florida, Sam Tyre. 521, out of Ackworth, Georgia, Talon Farthing. 528 out of Orlando, Mike Lopez. 7-11 out of Swanee, Georgia, Andrew Hancock, and 990 out of Bradenton, Florida, Torrey Snyder. That is the lineup for Moto number 3, Sports Stock. 12 laps is the call. 12 big laps here in St. Augustine for this third and final moto. This is going to be a knockdown, drag-out battle here in Sports Stock, Kurt Nolenberg.
Rick Lake, I've been waiting for this all day long. The third and final moto in this Sports Stock class. We got phenomenal riders here, great boats. Everybody holding on.
Oh, got somebody off on the line. Looks like Andrew Hancock went down.
Trying to bring him back on there. Got to get that boat fired up.
Two-minute hold. Hancock couldn't get the fire lit, so he has received a 2-minute hold. Nope. Hancock came off the boat a little bit there, fell off and got back on and then couldn't get the fire lit. So that necessitated a 2-minute hold down there on that line.
Prime it.
On the 2-minute hold still, he's got a little bit of time left to try to get that blaster lit. It is not going to happen. Somebody else with a problem now on the line. I think that's Sammy Niemi. That is Sammy Niemi. Now he's got trouble. And Niemi's got his boat running. Niemi's back up, climbing aboard. Just in the nick of time here. Course Marshal Randy looking over. And he says, fire him up, guys. Here we go. No more time. Here we go. Good start.
Oh, Niemi got a good drive there in the center. We'll see how that goes.
As did Christian Daly on the outside of Niemi.
And Daly pulls it.
And Devin Farthing's got the whole shot on the inside split.
Oh, this is going to be exciting. Watch Daly on the outside. He's driving hard out there.
Farthing and Daly going at it on the outside and inside respectively.
Farthing stuck it just a little. That's going to cost him. Here comes Daly.
Daly on the gas.
And that's first. Farthing in second. Here comes Niemi in third. Niemi's got speed. Sammy Niemi going to make the pass on Farthing. He's got speed. If he keeps it wide open, Farthing has got the position. And
he's going to hold it. He's going to hold. He just laid that blaster over. Oh, yeah, Devin. Devin kept the throttle and goes way wide.
And Niemi cuts under.
Farthing kept the throttle absolutely pinned on the inside and just laid that thing completely over to make the turn. Otherwise, there was no chance he was going to carve that corner.
Yeah, no.
What a master.
Right?
What a master Farthing is on this wave blaster.
I got to ask Dustin, hey, when these guys practice, do you zip tie the throttle wide open and say don't come back until you're out of gas?
Well, he was not going to let off with Niemi next to him. I guarantee you there was no chance Devin was letting off right. Either one of them weren't. That was fantastic.
That was fantastic.
Daly on that inside. Here comes Farthing with a good drive. On the outside, Daly looks over his shoulder.
Twice. He couldn't believe it. He looked back again. How did Devin get there?
He's thinking, maybe I shouldn't take that inside split.
Yeah, right? There's Nemi in third, top three getting with it. Now here comes Hayden Skellett on the 2.
Oh, what a battle back here in the pack right now. We've got 4 riders going at it for position.
Well, I tell you, I'm impressed with the number 99, Matt Johnson.
Yeah, me too.
He has had some really good rides. I mean, he hasn't come out with the overall yet, but I look forward to seeing some more of that young rider.
Yeah, he is impressive, isn't he?
Yeah, maybe at Naples and later on next season. He's definitely got the tools.
Well, down that back straightaway, Christian Daly is absolutely flying on that HX.
Yep, veterans runabout box stock to the line, please.
We start seeing the clouds.
Oh,
Forming out on the horizon over the Atlantic. Beautiful sight here, actually, in St. Augustine. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice sport fisher out there checking out the action while they're reeling in some marlins.
Boy, Rick, in the last 10 minutes, the wave action has picked up significantly.
Big time.
And these riders are getting pushed towards the shore.
Oh, yeah.
I get the feeling that the tide is going out as long as the same time the wind's picking up. It's getting dangerous down this front straightaway.
Oh, it is hairy, no doubt about it. These riders are facing all kinds of challenges. If you're watching this from any place but on the beach down there, you are not getting the full effect. It is extremely rough, and these riders are being challenged by conditions, bumps and waves coming from all directions at them the entire time around this race course.
Man, what a battle going on between Hayden Skellett,
Yes.
Sammy Nemi, Devin Farthing, those 3 back and forth. Skellett's back behind, but I have the feeling not for long.
Well, Farthing not letting Christian Daly get away in this one. He's keeping the pressure on. He had to go do a makeup buoy, though, so that just cost Devin dearly right there because he was sneaking up behind Daly, so he had to go do the makeup buoy. That's going to cost him. Daly now all by himself out in front. Is that Sammy Nemi in second?
Yeah, Sammy Nemi in second, and that really helps Hayden Skellett back there as he is starting to reel in Farthing. Boy, Devin caught back in that rough water, not out front with that clean water, and he is getting beaten up compared to the other motor who is out front, could pick and choose his lines.
Yeah, these riders are bouncing all over this track here in St. Augustine this afternoon. It has really gotten gnarly out here. Just can't emphasize to everybody how rough it has become.
So, out in front, Christian Daly, former Kings Cup champion. Out for a Sunday cruise here now. He's got some distance between Sammy Nemi in second position, but as we've said before, that can change in a nanosecond here.
Particularly with these conditions, Kurt.
Yeah.
Christian Daly, though, looking very, very strong on that HX every time we've ever seen him race. No different here in St. Augustine because he's keeping some very talented riders in the name of Sammy Nemi, Devin Farthing, and Hayden Skellett behind him.
At this point.
So far.
Yeah. Never say never, right? Oh, Daly just throwing that HX sideways, too. Christian Daly is out front. What a great ride for him today. He's loving it.
Yeah, that HX hull is really giving him a little bit of an advantage here in these conditions this afternoon in the surf in St. Augustine.
And it looks like the points are close enough that, if he can keep that lead, he should get the overall.
I would think so. But he had a problem in Moto number 2 with that eighth place finish. He came in on the hook, I believe. Or no, he circulated real slowly. That's right.
Yeah, and I misspoke. Honestly, I was looking at Hayden Skellett. Hayden and Devin are tied on points coming into this.
Matt Johnson's pretty good with a third and a fifth.
Yeah, well, they have 5. He has 8.
Depending on his finish, though, in his third moto, which he's not up there with the front runners. Boy, Sammy Nemi continues tracking down Christian Daly here.
He's not letting him go, not by any means.
Not at all. And then Hayden Skellett, Devin Farthing now has dropped back to 4th.
All right, halfway flags are out. That means we need race 26. Veterans runabout box stock to the line. See most of you riders out there. Thank you very much. Let's be careful to stay off the racing line, folks. 999 come in.
And look at
Sammy Niemi.
Sam Niemi down there on the beach just exhorting to his son to charge. Let's go. He is closing the gap on Christian Daly here. I caught Sam down there jumping up and down as Christian Daly has got his hands full now. Sammy Niemi has methodically worked his way up behind Christian Daly, and he is within
striking distance.
He is within striking distance of Daly for the lead.
Hey, something I noticed, Rick, is I've been watching Sammy over the last, probably 5 laps. He's riding a really smart race. He's staying out of the pump wash. He's limiting how radical he's getting on the back straightaway. He's backing out when he needs to.
Oh, he's all.
And now he's making
the
charge
all over
to the
Daly.
inside, and he makes it.
I just wonder if Daly's having some sort of an issue again with that motor, because Sammy closed that gap drastically fast.
Oh, Daly is charging now. I think he didn't know Sammy was that close.
You know what? Maybe because he's
that.
on the gas.
Oh, no.
No, he's got a problem. He is slowing down. Here comes Sammy. Sammy going to take advantage and swoop in on Christian Daly. Daly looking over his shoulder. Little he can do now to keep Sammy Niemi behind him as Niemi comes in. The laps are winding down. Can Daly do it, Kurt?
Hey, I don't know if Daly can do it, but I do know that Sammy Niemi looked over at his dad for way too long as his dad's got both arms pointing, go, go, go. And I could hear Sammy in his head say, Dad, I'm going.
Well, it looked like he had him, and now Daly's ski is experiencing issues. He is fast and it's
you
slow.
Can see it. It's slowing down.
It'll slow down intermittently.
Well, and you called it earlier in the day, salt water on electronics, it can cause some intermittent problems.
Always an issue. Very, very difficult combination. Salt water and electronics do not mix. We've always had issues with that throughout the years. Always a challenge for everybody. Daly now running fast again.
There goes Farthing coming by.
Well, Daly has regained some horsepower, and Sea-Doo somehow or another is hanging in there. You know, they're doing 12 laps here. Robert Sand decided to punish the sports stock class and actually not punish them.
Reward
them with a nice long moto here, moto number 3.
Yeah, Daly's definitely experiencing some problems. That boat slows down, and then all of a sudden it picks up.
Weird.
That almost sounds like a seizure coming on.
That's what I thought, too.
Yeah, and, that two-stroke you lay out. Look, he's slowing down and moving over, getting out of the way.
Oh, yeah, here he comes. Here comes Sammy, and Daly moves over. Not much he can do.
Well, he can pump the throttle and try and get some extra, cool gas in there.
Mean, now it's.
And here comes Hayden Skellett.
Look at Hayden behind Sammy now. Charging up, going to go past Daly. Well, nope.
Not if Christian can help it.
Christian gets a little more horsepower again. And Hayden trying to go around the outside. Wow.
Oh, Christian, I got to tell you, I think we've all been on a boat that's had an issue, and the intermittent ones in some ways are the worst because they clear up and you think, I got it now, I got it. I can make up for that, and then it does it again. Whatever
Horrible.
it is.
Horribly frustrating.
It is frustrating.
Well, Sammy Niemi now, boat number 13, Broward Motorsports, out in front. Hayden doing everything he can, trying to get around Daly. Oh, and there he does. Looks like Hayden sweeps around the outside of Daly in that outside split. Hayden goes into second place. White flag's going to come out. 1 lap to go for our race leader, number 13, Sammy Niemi.
See Talon Farthing coming through. Niemi is on fire right now. Look at his riding position. It's the last of 12 laps, almost beat to death. And yes, that is Hayden Skellett.
Hayden.
Whoa.
Hayden is hell-bent to catch Sammy Niemi right now.
Oh,
Hayden is absolutely charging.
Look out, Mr. Farthing. Hayden Skellett is on a mission.
Hayden is charging right now. It may be a case of too little, too late. We'll see. But Hayden is absolutely giving it everything he's got on this final lap.
Well, Sammy looked over and saw Hayden charging just as he got onto that back straightaway. And there is a lot of distance. There's no question that Hayden is – look at that. What great sportsmanship by Farthing. Back out, let Hayden go by. I love these kids. All right, 2 more buoys in the straightaway for Sammy Niemi.
Yeah, Hayden goes to the inside split, but it's not going to be enough as Sammy comes around the corner onto the front straightaway, and he's going to take the checkered flag for Team Broward Motorsports, number 13, Sammy Niemi. And a hard-charging Hayden Skellett, number 2, follows Niemi across the checkered flag, and then 116. Check that. That is not 116. Is it? That was 116. Devin does come in third unofficially. All right, veterans runabout box stock race number 26 on the starting line. Number 6 out of Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, Bobby Wilkes. Number 122 out of Mooresville, North Carolina, Jerry Vanisdale. 714 out of Wilmington, Florida, Domenico Barilla. And 999 out of nearby Jacksonville, Sean Ninesling. Well, Barilla's got a 3 and a 1. Ninesling's got a 1 and a 2. So Sean Ninesling, 999, in great position here going into Moto 3, but it's anybody's ball game here for the overall. And Dominic Barilla on that Ultra Kawasaki looking a little lost yesterday. Just completely changed his game today and has been a factor all day long. And we haven't said that about a Kawasaki Ultra rider in quite some time. And it's good to see, frankly. Barilla goes to the outside split. Believe that's Ninesling on the inside. Ninesling looking great. Here comes Sean Ninesling, but it's Barilla with a head of steam on that Ultra on the outside. And here is the battle for the lead down the front straightaway. We've got some goggles up here. If somebody lost their goggles, come up and claim them.
All right, I'm going to throw down some numbers here in sports stock. Overall, Hayden Skellett with the win. Devin Farthing in second, Sammy Niemi in third. 1 point separated all of those. In the national championship in sports stock, first overall, Hayden Skellett, second, Sammy Niemi, third, Devin Farthing. Unofficially.
Down the back straightaway, Ninesling and Barilla going at it. Ninesling out of Jacksonville on that Yamaha. Barilla out of Wilmington, Florida on that Kawasaki Ultra. Ninesling goes to the outside split. Barilla goes to the inside split. Let's see if Barilla can work that big Kawasaki Ultra on that inside. He's having a little bit of tough time in that inside split. It's a little tight in there for that big Ultra, I think. But he is doing a good job today. Got to give him credit, boy. Barilla really has come on and has looked strong today. But Nine-Sling right now, Sean Nine-Sling out of Jacksonville, in the driver's seat for the overall and veterans runabout box stock.
Well, he's doing a great job out there today, Rick.
Oh, absolutely. These veterans on these big runabouts. It's Barilla that's really impressed me because yesterday it wasn't really much of a factor, struggled a little bit, was a little out of it at times. And today he just kind of figured out what's going on. They got that boat dialed, something happened. Everything just clicked.
Yeah.
And he's been really good all day.
Well, he decided to put that fourth spark plug in today.
That definitely could make a difference.
Hey, let's talk about race 27. That's coming up next. That's amateur ski stock. Don't want to miss that third and final moto.
Nine-Sling out in front with Barilla in tow, and they have kind of separated themselves from third place. Number 122, Jerry Vanisdale. And
so it's Nine-Sling. It's his race to lose, right? I mean,
absolutely.
Basically, he's in the right spot. He's got the points. But if Barilla can get by, I think he may just take it over.
Yeah, you're right.
4, 3. Yep. Got to have at least a 2-point difference, which would be a tie. Go to the winner, of course.
Phytomoto winner gets the tie. And right now, Barilla definitely keeping the pressure on Nine-Sling as they come around and take the white flag. 1 lap to go. Pretty hard-fought battle going on right here.
Well, this is it for Barilla. If he's going to make it, it's got to be now. And one of the things I noticed that Cowie is not loving the pump wash the way that the Yamahas do. The Yamahas can drive through it, and the Cowie, if he gets in a long shot of that, it really reduces his forward momentum significantly.
One thing I noticed when Barilla took the inside split was he had trouble really maneuvering that big Cowie on the tighter sections of the course. I think if I were on that Ultra, I'd stay on the outside split.
No question. Folks, I want to mention we've only got a couple more races. 15 minutes after the last race, we're going to have our awards right here at the Tower of Power. So I encourage you to do whatever you'd like as far as packing everything up, but let's stick around down on the beach for an extra 15 minutes at the end of the race. And there's your winner, Nine-Sling, and he'll get the overall.
Absolutely great riding by Sean Nine-Sling, and also Domenico Barilla in second place. Great day today for Barilla, shaking his head. Couldn't quite get him, but those two had a good battle right there.
Oh, they're here at Bump and Fist saying, hey, great job. See you in Naples. That is the race to Naples, Mr. Lake.
Absolutely. If anybody lost their goggles, you can come up here and tell us what they are and
what brand.
Get them back. Just tell us what brand you're looking for.
And what color.
And then otherwise they go to our race director.
Great for porting, yeah. Hey, you know what's better is Smith with their hardened lens. Ask me how I know. They're snowmobile lenses.
Amateur ski stock out. Amateur ski stock. Going to be Double fives, Jay Finlinson out in front. Robbie Finlinson, his brother, right behind him. And then Charlie McGuinn in third.
Now, Robbie won the first two, Rick. Now, if I turn the microphone on, everybody else can hear me when I say that Robbie won the first two. Jay was second and third. So this is really, let's see, counting up the points, 2, 3, 5. Robbie's won it just by starting.
Yeah, well.
In points for the overall. That really doesn't matter. Everybody wants to win every moto, and this is a brother-on-brother fight going on here.
I was going to say bragging rights are on the line right here in this final moto.
Hey, it's a long ride back to Syracuse, Indiana.
Boy, I can say that again.
And I could see younger brother Robbie just making Jay pay for it all the way home.
Yeah, right?
Hey, Jay, hey, guess what? I get the front seat on the way home.
Shotgun.
Hey, Jay, get me a water, will you?
Oh, man. Well,
it is a family affair.
As long as they don't give Dad a stroke, it's all good.
Right. I think he was praying for one last night. It's like, please, just take me now.
Oh, down
Kidding,
the front
of course.
straightaway. The Finlinson brothers, 55 and 99. 55 Jay, 99 Robbie. Yeah, could you imagine wrangling these two teenagers around and with all the things that go on and managing all this,
Rick,
and the gear and the pits?
I don't have to imagine. I lived it. Yeah, imagine doing that and running fly racing and selling products at the races.
Good luck.
And then packing it all up and driving from Southern California home, taking a shower and going to work. That worked for about 12 years.
Good stuff.
Wow, look at the Finlinsons. These kids really can ride. I mean, the positioning on the boat. Folks, if you've got a child, you want to see them out here running, take a look at the Finlinson brothers out there right now. Watch how they do it. They stay secure on the boat. They're not riding above their heads. As I say that, Robbie buries himself trying to catch up with Jay. White flags are out, Rick.
Yeah, we're talking about the family, you wrangling your kids, and the same with the Finlinsons here. But these are memories that you will have with you
forever.
Days you'll look back on very fondly.
Yeah, there's a lot of words I can't remember anymore, but I'll never forget my 5-year-old daughter who wanted to take off on the 440 we had while her brother was on the runabout. And, I thought, okay, just a little bit right here. And all of a sudden, coming out of a cove, it comes a boat wide open pulling a skier, so the nose is way in the air. No way they can see my beautiful little daughter there on the 440. Scared the life out of me. One of the most terrifying things I've ever done in my life. God. And unfortunately, she had to wait till 12 to ride it again.
I shudder as you tell this story. It scared
terrifying.
Me. You telling that story just scared me. Can't imagine what you went through.
A couple pairs of shorts right then and there. White flag out for the Finlinsons.
Yeah, right.
And, of course, Charlie McGuinn.
And look how close they are, boy. Yeah. They are always just battling tooth and nail, so close to each other.
Look at over there. Camden Powell over there laughing. Both of his buddies out there. He's going to have bragging rights today as well.
Hey, 714, good seeing that Kawasaki Ultra out there. Good job, man.
Good ride.
Yeah.
Brutal. I'm telling you, you tell the truth, it's not an issue.
I like those Ultras.
I do too.
I think they're good.
Charlie McGuinn coming on the beautiful red.
I just think they're cool looking.
Yeah.
No, I always have.
The what do they call it? The side view of that is a real as jet ski.
And they're kind of mean looking from the front, you know.
Yeah.
They got a good look. Always love those.
Vicious.
Yep. Very beautifully well done, too. That's a clean boat. What kind of sponsons you running on that, Reva?
Black ones.
He says, I need to get new ones. I couldn't get that inside section fast enough. I'm going to put some new ones on tomorrow.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Good job, guys.
Keep it straight. Stop, stop, stop. Yep.
Oh, boy.
No, I think we saved it just in time. Let him push you over it. Stop. Dad, could you take over the control, please?
And the Finlansons win again.
Yeah. Hey, Charlie McGuinn came in third.
The Finlansons win again. All right, race number 28. Veteran Ski GP on the starting line.
Yeah, just let's get somebody to push you over it, all right? There we go. Thank you. Could you do me a favor and pull that cord straight? Never mind. AJ will get it. AJ, you just dropped something. All right, and once again, great rides. And so much for our speaker system.
As everybody cheers.
AJ, let me disconnect that so we don't short anything out in the, okay? All right. Got to keep everybody in line here. Checking on a 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's not the one. There we go. And you're good to go, AJ. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. All right, our final moto of the day, Veteran Ski GP.
There we go.
Say it's not so, Mr. Lake.
I'm a little sad right now.
I've
got to
got a
be
tear.
honest, you know.
Absolutely.
The final race of the weekend seems like we just got started, Kurt.
Yep, and let's see, who's it up to give us a final? Yeah. Snort it.
Well,
and here they go, the final race of the day. Who is that in that second position? Is that Pete Knock it?
Easy for you to
go.
say.
I know. Hey, I'm telling you. He's from Tarpon Springs, Florida, on the K1. Wow, we lost half the field.
And we lost half the speakers.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you. My speaker was off. Is that Caleb Fields out in front on the 5?
Yes, it is.
That looks like his riding.
That is, I believe, Caleb.
All right, well, Caleb had a second and a third. Pete had a third and a second, so they're tied. Makes it easy. Whoever comes in first wins. Well, that's kind of every race, isn't it?
More or less,
Will win the overall.
That's correct. Oh, my goodness. Final race today, amateur ski GP.
Oh, boy. Ready to go. Okay, let's click that in there. Excuse me.
Try it again. All right, are we back up and underway here?
Check, check,
Good.
check, check.
Hey, sounds are working. Veteran
1 2
Ski
1 2.
GP, here we go. Sorry for the momentary pause after the speaker wire got annihilated by a toad.
And in case it happens again, folks, one more time, the end of this race, 15 minutes. We're going to have a award ceremony right down here at the Tower of Power. Boy, Caleb Fields tearing it up here.
Yeah, to say the least, all by himself out in front. Well, not everybody made this final moto.
Uh-oh, see scoring sheets flying off the tower over there. Thank you for picking that up. Stop that littering. And as this winds down, we do want to remind everybody, as usual, the Pro Watercross crew ask you when you leave, please look around your area on the way out. If you see any garbage, any refuse that's obvious, please pick it up, take it with you, dump it in the garbage cans out here somewhere. All right, the fun run. Careful on that wire. He's like, I know this. Been there, destroyed that. Only so much we can do. KD, Keith Still, former national champion down here. Dignitaries on the beach. Looking for some tuning advice. Robert Sand and Avery Underhill there to help out. Thank you for your service. And Caleb wide open on that back straightaway on the number 5, Kawasaki. And Pete comes in. He's having an issue with that boat. And he's thinking, hey, let's bring it in. And there is the number 9. Oh, I'm sorry. That Pete just comes across and gets a checkered flag. My bad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the final moto. Our thanks go out to Volano Beach, to Joel and his crew, the city of St. Augustine, the Tourist Bureau. Thank you so much for your assistance. We really enjoyed being here.
Yeah, absolutely. What a great event. The final round, the national championships here. Volano Beach, St. Augustine, the Liqui Pro Watercross National Championships. It all came down to this final weekend. Very quickly, we learned on Friday night that this was going to evolve in not to round 3, but to the final national championships of the tour. With the pandemic going on, very difficult to have events, period, as everybody knows. Really nothing much you can say about that. But all in all, it turned out to be a great season. We had 3 great rounds, Kurt.
Incredible racing this year.
You know,
really incredible.
Oh, it was just phenomenal. And Panama City Beach was the first round, and it was just an incredible turnout and a lot of fun, followed by Lake Hartwell, which was an amazing event, along with the recreational component of the event.
Belly Buster, that was
Carolina
fun.
ski riders were phenomenal. And then to finish up here in St. Augustine, just an amazing weekend of racing. Kudos and congratulations to all of our champions. But, man, it's been a fun time, and I'm sad it's over, Kurt.
Me too. Bye, guys. You said it all. There's nothing for me to say. It was awesome.
Okay.
Concise, to the point, and perfecto.
Thank you.
Perfecto. Robert Sand is who you need to talk to. Yeah. I'm sorry, but he's the man that makes those calls. Where's that shirt? The Grill Master. I love that. Is that it? Turn around. Ah. Man, you've got one talented young daughter. No question about it. Sebastian, another great season. Thank you.